right now, Sparky. Oh.
Fiend is not playing the Hattori.
Okay.
Fiend is taking a page out of some of the other players that we've seen today. He is playing the Lucian, although it is going to be a very quick legend.
I cannot believe it. He's going to match Boomie and Blaster's dittos? Okay,
Look,
let's see how long it lasts.
We know Fiend is wild.
I know he's wild, but I'm going to tell you right now, I think Boomie's got the upper hand in this case. Let's see what he can do with it. Bo's picked up.
Oh, Fiend. Boomie's smiling. Boomie's literally smiling right now.
He waited for it to go forward there. Boomie will do that. The Township comes through. That's destruction.
He didn't smile after that one.
Whoa. You know what he was thinking, right? He plays Diana and you have Bo in hand and you're at the side of the stage. We saw Blazy on stream. You know what's going to be coming after that. He goes to the down thing and he's looking at it. He's like, I've got the lead. All right, Boomie really enjoyed the situation right here where he's realizing he's like, okay.
Smiling again.
Oh, the sideline side thing almost works out. It's just a stock. Downer almost stuffs the recovery, but Fiend has the patience to go through. Weapon toss and to pick up off the bounce. Means that Boomie's going to get the sider, doesn't get the jump read, but that falling dare almost works out there. Boomie jumps right over that side sig, and the down six begin again, Sparky.
Oh, nice, he picks that one
sig.
up. Tried to get the dodge, didn't have enough iframes again. Boomie smiling after this one. Always love to see Boomie when he's feeling a little trolly, a little cheeky.
Yeah, Boomie's been having a very good time at once today.
Yeah, he's definitely been an interesting version of himself in this tournament.
Neutral light hits and Fiend dashes forward. Oh, he's gonna get three. He's gonna go for all three down sig knockouts today. Oh, the D-Light ground pumping goes the wrong way. Fiend, however, goes for that wake up dare right afterwards to follow him through. Okay, you don't land that one as that. Okay, you can't go for it twice, Boomie.
Yeah, and that one you can definitely punish that one. Look at Boomie. It's so wild that this is happening.
Destroys him for that. Okay, that's not gonna work. Sideson comes through and Fiend absolutely serious about how he's gonna be punishing Boomie for those down signatures because they are not connecting. Boomie can't get it to go through. He's waiting for that landing there. D-Light recovery would almost certainly do it, but he goes for the down sig instead, and that's gonna disarm Boomie from those blasters. Let's see if he can do it.
So this is Boomie really testing the mental of Fiend right now and how Fiend is able to respond to this. Again, Boomie is literally laughing. This is a top 8 qualifier on the elimination side of the bracket, and you're laughing coming out from Boomie here. So his mental is feeling good. He is in the lead here.
All right, and now Fiend down a stock against Boomie, who is on the bow. He's jumping around. He's looking for those first openers into this game. Dashes forward, tries to get the neutral light. It does not hit, and Fiend dashing forward with the down light. Doesn't get punished. Boomie hits one Sayer. Doesn't get the neutral sig afterwards, and he gets hit by that sider from Fiend. It's now evened up 1-1.
Boomie still has that smile on his face. The lead isn't quite as big here. Fiend is in the yellow. Now he's in the orange after getting hit by that kick from Boomie's unarmed kit, the down air. Doesn't get the landing neutral light, but another down air.
Yeah, doing well so far. Down lane recovery is not going to take him out just yet. He's a few more damage, a little bit more hits. Dare's coming through. Fiend can go for the edge guard there, and he just goes right off the bottom of the stage to a ground pound, and Boomie gets the victory there in game 1 against Fiend. I'm going to be very surprised if Fiend sticks under the Lucian moving forward into the set. I feel like Boomie's kind of looking at it and going, all right, what is this? Where's the Hattori? Where's the Queen Eye?
Give him a spear. Do you think Boomie plays like that again?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how he's been playing all day today.
Okay.
He has been looking at what people are vulnerable about while playing the matchup, looking at his character's strengths and going, wait a second, you are actually just approaching me with reckless abandon. I'll sit on the side of the stage and I'll put out the down sig. And it took 8 or 9 down sigs getting side sig by Fiend before he finally went, okay, I'll play neutral game with you. You've convinced me.
Yeah.
I'll play the game.
Yeah, he's the one going to a college campus and setting up the table and saying, I'm just going to sit on the corner and do down signature, change my mind.
So here we go, game number 2, Demon Island, and Fiend staying with the Lucian here to go up against Boomie. Blasters versus Blasters, sidelighting at each other, just taking the little pot shots, trying to see who's going to be able to get him, and then neutral light comes through, chase dodge diagonal, and then straight up to be able to reposition there, and Fiend can't make it back, and these ground pounds, he's letting them go right before they touch the ground so that he can get that little bit of bounce. Aren't leading in anything, and Fiend gets a ton of damage with that D-Light sidelight nair.
Yeah, we're not seeing Boomie try to cheese Fiend out as much anymore. Nice down air. Okay, chasing him over the edge. The dodge comes out to avoid the side air from Fiend. The recovery picks up.
Neutral sig can come out here. Goes for the nair. Does he catch the landing there? He could go to the side of the stage, but I don't think he's far enough ahead where he wants to do the blasters down sig. Right? Am I right? Oh, I don't know.
No, I think it's too risky at this point.
D-Light neutral signature, not going to knock out on Demon Island, but he inches forward, and now it's not. It's not too risky anymore. Oh, okay. Neutral light recovery takes him down, and Boomie goes down to 2 stocks here against Fiend in game number 2.
Fiend juggling the weapons to delay the weapon spawn. Boomie can't be cheeky. If he doesn't have a weapon in his hand, I take that back. I think, yep, we saw the D-Sig or the down heavy. Okay.
Down air cider, and Boomie's out of there. Fiend, wait, dive kick comes through. I mean, at least Boomie goes down on his own accord, right? Because he was going down there for sure, and Fiend had a chance to make it back, so at least he traded stocks when it was a really bad situation. The dash forward, ground pound, and the sideline gets the cider as well, and Boomie's kind of like, wow, okay, that read really worked out. Goes for the recovery right afterwards, falling dare, down like connects. Boomie goes for the down, take off the slide charge.
The spacing on that was
he's pretty bummed out that that one didn't connect. I mean, Boomie is going in this with like the fury of a person going for the completion avatar on the battle pass, I'm going to be honest. They get hit by that dare, and he goes down, and Fiend with the woohoo taunt at the end of that, showing him that you might be having a lot of fun right now, but I'm going to win this set, right? He lets him know that he's not taking any of this lightly.
Boomie is literally playing Diana like I played Vrax in my money match against Java, where I was just waiting to hit that GCD sig on Vrax Lance, which works basically the exact same way. That was my cheese win.
Did you take any stocks in that money match?
Yes, I beat Java in that money match.
Wow.
Why does everyone discount me?
What do you mean? Why does everybody discount you?
It's because I'm bald. And you don't think I have the power that I have. Like, I mean, Boomie is not thinking Fiend has the power that he has.
Well, here we go. Game number 3, and you're absolutely right. Boomie kind of getting trounced in that game number 2 there after how he played. And if Boomie continues to play like that, I think Fiend is going to end up destroying him for that. That down gets punished by that Sair. Let's see what else he can do there. As he falls down, tries to pick up the sword. No, okay. Picks up the blasters, waits in place. No, don't do it. Don't do it. He's down sigging.
He's not.
There's no way. He's laughing about the thought that he might down sig. You can see that
he's not going to do the blasters D-sig like that. He'll do it on stage, maybe like that, but he's not going to go camp the corner and do it. It's too risky. Maybe on bow, but not on blasters.
Though. I don't think risk is a factor that he's considering right now. Let's see. Down she comes through. Sair hits him. Goes for that weapon throw. D-Light into recovery. He takes him off the top. And he gets that lead 3-2 here as Fiend is now 2 stocks away from being at match point.
I'm telling you, this is such a test to the mental of Fiend. When you're fighting for your life, you're behind, you're in the elimination bracket here at DreamHack San Diego, and you're looking across, and your opponent is literally laughing.
Or rocking out to the concert that's happening.
Or rocking out to the concert.
Nice recovery off the top. Boomie goes down to 2 stocks. Fiend cleans things up pretty quickly.
Juggling those weapons, going back over to the Katars. Boomie, he's going to be looking for the weapon spawn. Just coming in with the unarmed dare, grabs the boat. Might see him moving over towards that edge. Yep. Slowly inching over there.
And that's been a Boomie staple for as long as I can remember, where he does those micro repositions with that stutter stepping. Just tapping and releasing the arrow keys over and over again to get right to where he wants to be able to punish his opponent. Fiend, however, goes down. Boomie might go down for that one. Recovery comes through, weapon throw can stop the recovery. Ground pound 1, ground pound 2.
Is he going wide? No, he's going to barely get over and touch that wall in time.
Sair caught him out of jumps though.
Boomie didn't have the ground pound. D-Light into the turnaround neutral light.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was like setting up for maybe the D-Sig over the corner if he decides to go back in or what.
Oh, the dare sidelight takes Boomie deep into the red. Down sig gets punished by the Sair.
He's got to be careful with those
down
D-Sigs.
air forces the dodge. Gravity cancel neutral sig trying to catch him going to the wall, but Fiend makes it back on the stage. He might D-Sig it again. Weapon throw, pick up, neutral signature could be huge here. He dashes, but he's down sig. He's done. D-Light recovery. So Boomie's actually conditioning Fiend in a way that I think's working really well, where he's making Fiend stand in this position. Nicely done with the D-Light recovery, where Fiend's so concerned about the down tigs that Boomie's been throwing out that he's actually positioning in a way where a dash forward downlight is perfect, and D-Light recovery from bow is a staple knockout move, especially at high damage, and Boomie's been connecting that with 2 knockouts so far in this game as a result of what he's been conditioning Fiend to do.
Yep, he's really testing the mental here over instead of testing the physical execution of brain to button. It's any move that Boomie makes. Has Fiend looking a little scared here?
Yep. Oh, the nair!
And Boomie is laughing because he didn't get knocked out there.
Yeah, the recovery was supposed to come out there with no dodge. The chase dodge recovery would have been true, but Boomie gets hit by the nair instead, and Fiend allows Boomie to play with the stock a little bit longer, and Boomie may punish him for that one. Oh, he dashes all the way away from that down sig. Ground pounds off the side of the stage. Down sig does not hit, and he goes, all right, you got me there, because that one could have knocked Fiend out at orange. Diana down sig is very good for that.
And Boomie's playing movement speed stance. I just noticed that. So he can move around the stage a little bit more quickly, find that goofy spacing, find those stutter steps, find his way around.
DL recovery?
I don't think it'll KO now.
No, but one more will do it, and it's good to get, okay, another recovery. One more could do it. He puts up the neutral signature, and he might lose his stock for that one. Fiend taking him for a ride. D-Light recovery. Boomie doesn't drop those, and he was just waiting for that opportunity to bring it to match point here, as now Fiend is 1 game away from being knocked out at 9th.
I'm still really surprised that we're seeing Boomie play this way. Like, maybe if we were early on in the bracket.
Were you not watching pools?
Yeah, I wasn't able to.
I'm literally watching Boomie play these matches, and he will do something that he thinks shouldn't work. It'll work, and then he'll like take his hands off the keyboard, look across the table on the other side of the monitor to see how his opponent is reacting to the fact that they got knocked out to that. It does not surprise me at all that Boomie's playing this way. He is like chaotic evil in Brawlhalla today.
I'm mostly just really surprised that he's doing it this late in the tournament against Fiend as an elimination top 8 qualifier. Maybe if he was doing this early and it was in pools or something like that, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me as much. But the fact that he's doing it this late in the tournament, I mean, it has success, which is why he's still doing it.
Yeah. And
so there's no reason to stop.
And it's been going into game number 4, and at that point, right, when you see your opponent playing like that and it's still beating you, that's got to be frustrating.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's so brutal.
And we saw Fiend in game number 2 when he got that win, using that taunt, that emote, right? Bringing up the fact that he's like, okay, this is getting to me a little bit because he's using that reaction, whereas as much as Boomie's doing crazy stuff, he's not like spamming guitar emote and gravity canceling emote, right? Like he's just doing things that do work against certain players.
He's mental gaming Fiend, 100%. This is all mental.
Falling Cider comes through there. Boomie picks up the bow. He's almost got Fiend an amount of damage where I think he'll go for the down ticket once again. And if Fiend waits too far away with that spacing, Boomie will definitely dash forward down light just like that. He's gotten Fiend conditioned in that sense.
Man, Fiend just does not have the range. That movement speed lets Boomie just run away from him as Fiend tries to chase after him. The side light comes out. Boomie is way too far away, and he's going to beat Fiend in range every time.
Yeah, he's trying to hit him with down heavy now unarmed, and he's going to lose the stock for that one. That was the second time that he went for it. Gets hit by the side air, comes back to stage, gets hit by the ground pound. Boomie losing that stock lead there to Fiend with a great punish on the guitars. And now getting sidelighted away, Boomie, you're not going to land that move. You're not going to land. He's still going to try to do the down tick.
Now he's going to do it.
No, he's going to get hit. Fiend's going to punish him for that. The blaster's down tick on. Okay. D-light. I thought that was it. No, Fiend is hovering right above you, Boomie.
The reason he didn't hit that D-light is because of Blaster's D-light nerf, because it doesn't hit as stacked anymore.
He has no dodge. Can Fiend punish him for it? Downlight falls to the Sair. Boomie puts up the down stick. He's doing that slide charge pivot, but you get like that X pivot factor on it. Falls to the sider to punish Fiend for going for that neutral signature, but he took a ton of damage on that second stock.
Yeah, Boomie does have to maybe start being a little bit more careful because he is so far behind. I said maybe. I said maybe. He may not.
Honestly, I feel like he's playing in a way that he's like, I've got a game.
Yeah.
We'll see how that works out. Side stick catches him on the way back. Chase dodge forward. Goes up the down sig. He's like, okay.
Now Fiend's going to have the blasters in his hand, giving him a little bit more range, but still, it's going to be very difficult to outrange that bow D-light.
Oh, he avoids the dare. The ground pound almost connects, and Fiend sweating, gets hit with the recovery, bounces to the wall. Neutral signature does not connect. Falling Sair doesn't hit. Sidelight, D-light, neutral sig, and Fiend's out of there. Boomie's one stock away from getting in the top 8 here at DreamHack San Diego.
I take it back. Now the Boomie's in the lead. He doesn't really have to worry about too much about the way he's playing. Nice pickup after the bounce from the weapon toss, giving a little bit of hit stun, kind of interrupting the flow of Boomie's movement after he got bonked on the head into that recovery.
Oh, and Fiend dashing forward with those neutral lights. There's that neutral light once again. Recovery catches Boomie trying to recover back to stage. One Sair is all Boomie's going to get before Fiend continues with the guitars. Another neutral light. Can Boomie get him towards the ledge? D-light, neutral light. That's going to do a ton of damage. That neutral light connects. He tries to go for a down sig. D-light, turn around, sidelight. No, Fiend is running away with the lead here, Sparky.
We could be seeing a game 5 coming out from Boomie and Fiend, swapping over the blasters, throwing them away. Side seat comes out. Fiend staying in this one, pushing it all the way to a game 5. Boomie still laughing. Fiend 100% focused.
Yeah, and we can see Fiend even add to that matchup, kind of scratching his head, realizing that this is a lot more difficult than he was expecting going into game number 5 now. Really stay on the Lucian and going back to Demon Island. I think that's the case. I mean, this is where Boomie would like to play every single time.
I mean, put him over on that corner. You don't really have any wall to go to, so Boomie can sit on that corner. He's been the corner defender. He can sit over there, wait for Fiend to come back up around that corner, hit that D6, send him right back over there.
Here we go, Sparky. It's match point, game 5. Loser of this is out at 9th. Winner of this gets in the top 8 and plays on Championship Sunday. Fiend on the Lucian, Boomie on the Diana, doing a ton of damage here. Sidelight, D-Light, neutral, signature, Boomie. 7-8 hits there on the bow. Almost takes Fiend out on this first stock right away. That's a stock. Downsing off of that dodge. Can't even make it back. Dodge comes back. Edge guard, no. Boomie inching towards the center of the stage, realizing I didn't even have to do anything. He still starves the weapon. Still starves it.
That is a massive lead for Boomie here as we get further into game 5. We're only about 40 seconds into this game so far. Boomie already took a stock, has a full stock lead up on Fiend. The guitars are coming in. Oh, the chase dodge into the turnaround down air.
Boomie dodges out of the way but gets caught on the landing there. Neutral light and recovery means that those blasters are heavily damaged. Could get knocked out of Boomie's hands pretty soon.
Okay, I was worried he was going to desig over the corner. That has not worked.
He sidelights the wrong way. Literally sends himself into a stupor of laughter after that one. I mean, how do you do that? He's going to do it again, isn't he? Sidelights the opposite direction. No, okay. Nair hits it, and Fiend needs 1 recovery to even this up 2-2. Boomie has such a crazy first stock. He's just giving it up here. Sidelight dash back. Can he get anything else off of this on the Fiend?
There's the neutral light again. You try to follow up with that recovery. Not going to be the true option, so Boomie's going to dodge it. This time he doesn't have that dodge, or he doesn't use that dodge. As Fiend turns it around, tries to go the other direction. The big slap bouncing off the stage. Still has the guitars. Still struggling to find this stock. Didn't feel comfortable hitting the bottom side of that Nair, falling down right onto Boomie on the wall.
Oh, and goes to the neutral signature. Only a sidelight though. Boomie's so damaged. Gets him in the recovery, and even the wall bounce is not enough to save Boomie with that amount of damage. Fiend evens it up 2-2.
Going back over to the guitars, keeping Boomie weapon starved would be fantastic, but he's able to grab those blasters almost immediately.
Oh, recovery drops it.
Boomie with his mouth agape as he fades.
It's still open.
It's still open. The way he was holding too far to the right.
Recovery. That one he
now
won't drop.
Gets it.
He literally looks away. Honestly, if you hit the D-Light dashed up recovery, you could look away from the screen and it will still connect. You just gotta not steer that at all after that situation. Now Fiend on his tournament stock.
Again, Boomie with a full stock lead here. Fiend sweating, can't land, he just wants to land, let the man land!
Oh, he dashes right into Boomie as he stands still against the neutral lane. You can tell Boomie is looking for that down sig here. Slide charge, pivot down sig, he charges it.
He charges
Fiend,
it.
No, it's sidelight, goes for the side signature. Fiend jumps around it, gets the Sair. Boomie gets back to stage. Neutral sig spike, can he get the weapon throw? Forces the dodge, haymaker to end it. And before he's even out of there, Boomie gets the win.
Hands out here as we get right into game 1 between Kyna and Hughes, and Hughes is actually going to rock the Jaehyun, that great sword. You know what time it is.
Oh yeah, no, you guys are. I know you're hyped for it, bro. This man loves him some great sword. Also, though, when it comes down to great swords, man, I mean that Jaehyun great sword is it's mad cool. That was a great start. That was a great character to start with on some great sword stuff. So here we go. Got the Jester great sword out, but it has not really bode well for him yet, as he has not been able to grab a great sword and really much damage. Finally finds himself a great sword, but kind of still just really controlling the pace of this match, the area. Oh, okay. My man got the Steph Curry step back on him.
No, for real. About to hit the fadeaway jumper. Hughes finally getting a chance to rack up some damage here. It took so long to get a great sword in hand, but immediately upon picking it up, was able to get some strings of offense. And we see a beautiful read right there. Hughes could have gone for a 5-piece string there that might have led to the KO, but instead goes for a little bit of a safer option, saying, you know what, I don't want to mess this up. Got a little bit weird on the spacing on that sidelight opener and said, you know what, I'm just going to take what I can get.
Nice. Okay, just immediately scoops him up and sends him packing. Quick one right there with the down air. I mean, a lot of damage was added up though, so it only needed one good solid hit. And when you have the weapons that you're holding, Taros is definitely the Mr. One Hit Man. You know, I got 2 weapons that eventually you're just gonna die. Like, yeah, my side air is gonna hit. You know, the down air is gonna hit now on both weapons, really, depending on where you're at. Really, oh my God, man, stocks are getting dropped here. Rumble Reigns is back in full effect.
And this can be kind of one of the struggles that you can have with the greatsword, is that, you know, other weapons, someone like Kyna, you throw out any move, it's going to find that KO. But when you have that greatsword, you got to go for those gravity cancel finishers or get a read or maybe a stray recovery. And those can be hard to find sometimes. And so Hughes was searching for a while. Meanwhile, Kyna was able to lap by 2 stocks there. We'll see if this greatsword is able to do anything. So far, Hughes is not having the best time. I'm wondering if he's going to swap immediately after this game. Kyna is farming him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, it's unfortunately, you have to say it like that, but that is exactly what has happened. And Kyna has been nothing but on the advantage. Okay, hold on. As we say that, my man found a nice, actual 6-piece right there, but can he turn that into a stock? Okay, another step back. He is definitely moving. He's starting to control some more of this ground.
Ooh, and Hughes is starting to cook here. Looks for the dodge, and he gets it. And that's going to be Hughes immediately answering back there, finally getting some of that greatsword juice cooking. And honestly, that's what makes you a believer of the weapon. You can be behind by so much, and you can see just once you start cooking like that, you have to play this little mini game of, is Kyna going to dodge? Yes, no. Like right here, every time he hits him, he's like, are you going to press the dodge button? And he doesn't know. He has to react or guess. And Kyna is using that health lead to go ahead and smack him off stage.
Oh, yeah, but let's see if Kyna is... Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, scooped him. I had to get out of there, man. I was about to say another ground pound. That could have been it. The reversal of fortune for Kyna is going to do it. Good stuff to kind of making sure that game did not escape him. But, yeah, in the middle of that game, I mean, Gordon Ramsay was proud, bro. Yeah. Absolutely delicious meal of great sword play.
No, for real though, he was really starting to figure it out. It's a momentum-based weapon, you know, it really is. And so like once you really get the feel for it, you can really go. But I mean, we saw the end there. Like Hughes was like, dang, I'm behind. I got to do something. I mean, it's very rare that you're going to see someone do unarmed ground pound into a hammer that's recovering. Hughes wanted that game to be over.
Oh yeah. All right. So did he swap? He said, I didn't get a chance to see. We're going to find out right now. And no, he stayed. You know what? With the way that he started to pull it together, though, understandably so.
Yeah.
Like, if the game ended when we were first talking about it, when he was getting cooked, would totally understand if he swapped. But got it down to 1 stock. Had a great second stock there on Kyna. So we'll have to see how that works out if he's able to get things cooking a little faster. Is the oven preheated now?
And that's what we want to see. I mean, these sidelights are going to be the openings, and every time Kyna gets hit by a sidelight, you can see that these two have played so much and that Kyna knows how to play against greatsword, because every time he gets tagged, he never dodges. He's like, there's nothing that's going to KO me from the sidelight. I'm going to wait and see what you do. Ooh, he moving. Ooh, he moving.
Wait, it's definitely moving right now. Unfortunately, though, it only takes one. You know what time it is. The hammer may be very simplistic in its gameplay, but it's very effective.
Yeah, and especially when you're using a weapon that wants to be grounded like the greatsword, right? Neutralite, stomp, all very potent options in stopping a greatsword that's trying to approach on you, and Hughes having a very hard time finding a way in. But we're back on the greatsword. Let's see if he can get a read.
I think I accidentally thrown that weapon away. Maybe not in the way that he wanted to, but still managed to find us quick.
Man.
Oh, getting scooped up. Watch yourself. Man.
Oh, you see the pump fake into the throw that actually hits, and then the reverse scoop as well. Hughes is getting absolutely dominated here. Tries to go for the gravity cancel end light. It doesn't connect. Kyna's looking left, right. Which way? Where's my glasses? Doesn't need it, and gets the stomp Sayer to close it out.
This man Kyna is on a rampage. Again, I had him winning this tournament, and the way that he's playing right now, he said, you know what, me too, TK. I had myself winning this tournament. Look at my predictions. It's me, and I don't care.
Oh my goodness, and Hughes still trying to find the final blows here. He's been having a really tough time landing the finishers, and those are the ones that give you the meat and potatoes, man. You can rack up all the damage you want, but if you're not finding the final blows, securing these knockouts, what's the point?
Ooh, okay, that was a great down there, actually. He said, you know what, I'm going up and around, managed to turn that situation around now. You know, luckily finally able to find a stock, but he is hurting. Again, he was kind of in the same position earlier, though, so can he cook on this second stock like he did in the first game? Gonna find out. He is getting a couple more hits here.
Oh, got baited on the spot dodge, and that's one of the mix-ups you have to play against greatsword. Every time they whiff, it's like, are they gonna dash back or are they gonna spot dodge? And Kyna already knows the answer for Hughes is spot dodge more often than not. There it is again.
My man has been getting disarmed. That's how you know he's taking damage. Not even having to look at the damage, numbers. You can just, the amount of times we've seen those disarm sparks come out, ain't looking so great here for Hughes. He's now sitting in the deep red, barely has damage here onto Kyna. Okay, nice.
No dodge is coming out from Kyna. He's like, I have so much health and stocks to use as a resource. He doesn't have to be scared.
Wow, look at that. I'm fighting my way out of here. You thought I was gonna give up a dodge? No, man, I'm not afraid of nothing.
He's so good at playing against greatsword. It's rare that you see the weapon's been out for a long time, and so many people have never bothered to learn how to play against it. And the counterplay is there, or watching it in real time. Kinda just waking up with a neutralite because he's like, what is that? What do I have to be scared of? I got 2 stocks, bro. Do something.
Stats-wise, if we're talking about counterplay, the hammer definitely did it. We got 57% time on hammer with 450 damage dealt, taking 137. And if you look at the greatsword, he spent most of his time on that greatsword only 264 damage put out, 429 taken. So I think your hits on the money about the fact that the hammer has such good anti-ground approach tools that you might have to actually lean on the sword or lean on a different character.
Yeah, no, I think now if you're you've tried the Jaeyun, you know Kyna's never gonna let you go to Demon Island.
Right.
And so you gotta probably try something else out or make some Omega adjustments. Maybe we see the plane come out for one last ride or something, because we need something to change.
I will definitely be down for the plane. I think it's always going to throw people off. Vector is not a very common used character, very unorthodox SIGs, very interesting, set of weapons too. So it's one of those things that I think that you may be able to ShamWow at least one game or make one like close, but I don't know how he's going to be able to take a whole set reverse 3-0.
Yeah, nah. At this point, you're kind of against death's door, right? Like you really, whatever play you make here has to be the right one, and he's sticking to it. He's sticking to his guns. He's saying, "I can piece you up. I promise." We're going to see where they ended up going. It's Western Air Temple. I think this stage sucks for Greatsword, bro. You got two tall platforms on the left and the right. They're high enough where it's annoying. If they want to circle camp you, they can. But Yu's is saying, you know what, bro? I'm going to win here. He probably has a different plan in the bag.
I think on the reverse here, although I think everything you said about the stage is, valid, I think that really it's probably Yu who needs the space, because he has not been able to make these approaches well against Kyna. Kyna's been running Yu's down, so maybe he just want a little more space out here. And that could turn into his favor, but it doesn't seem like that's working too much just yet. We got a pretty even game between them, but again, you got to remember the power that's behind Teros. This is probably a stock still in danger.
Yeah, and at this point, I think I'd actually like to see some signatures coming out from Yu's as well. We've watched 2 games at this point. I actually don't think that he's pressed the SIG button at all.
Yeah.
So this would be like a great chance to maybe, let a few of those rip, because you need to be doing something different.
He definitely did not let any rip in that last game. We have 1 SIG on the side of Kyna and then no SIGs at all from Yu. So
nice.
Might be his time. Okay, the sword actually going to come out and make something happen here. That's what we love to see. I've been wondering if maybe the sword is the answer, if he can get more into that sword play, but it still seems like he really wants to try to play that great sword. Does have a sword in his hand now. Maybe he's going to turn this thought process around. Never mind. I am just swapping. I am weapon starving.
Yeah, he's like, whatever weapon comes near me, I'm just going to use the one that I have in my hand, because I just don't want Kyna to have one. And I get it, because when Kyna has a weapon, he tends to do really well with it. I mean, he didn't get this far playing unarmed. And so we'll see what Yu has to say about that, as he has this axe in hand now. Ooh, and guess, man, that was Lord's weapon spawn, bro. It came down, summoned it, bop, and got that side air.
Odin has blessed you. Here is a weapon, my son. Here we go. Speaking of, another weapon going to be now into the hands of Yu. It will be that sword. I do want to see if the sword's going to start making plays. That's what I'm more interested in seeing right now, because the great sword has proven 2 games in a row that he's just not been able to operate well, at least against the hammer. So maybe the sword can make something happen here. He's starting to get more hits, starting to avoid some of these hammer startups. He's got the stage advantage.
Okay, nice read on the jump there from Kyna to force him back off stage yet again. Doesn't really want to play against that hammer, though. So you see Yu's waiting patiently on stage, trying to fish. When you do that jump around like that, it means you're looking for D-Light a lot of the time to see if they cross up on you and you get that gravity cancel. But Yu's managing to find yet another stock with the recovery. Despite all the gripes I have with Western Air Temple as a stage for Greatsword, we've seen Yu, as you said, lean into that sword quite a bit more in this game. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Now that this, again, I feel like there's just some time in here where he just learns to start cooking. And he's like, he is here, man. He said, you know what? I got to cancel my Dash Pass subscription. It's time for me to cook.
And you know what I'm thinking here? Just based off the gameplay that I'm seeing, I think Yu's actually is looking more for the juggles with the Greatsword here, as opposed to your left-right kind of standard mix-ups. He's like, all right, if I get you above me and I start going for neutral air, maybe I throw in a recovery, it makes it a lot harder for Kyna to get down, and those platforms mean that you have to fall through the middle, which makes it a lot easier for Yu to get these extra hits in.
Kyna, oh, okay.
Tried it.
Could have been a big neutral sig right there, to be honest, but still, though, he is hurting. He's living on borrowed time, and I think this might be it for him. Going up, okay. Still living.
All right, now one more here. Yu gets a recovery. Should be enough. All right, manages to sneak through with that weapon thrown to the unarmed recovery. Gets right by. Manages to bait out that neutral light from Kyna and comes in with the slide kick recovery to get that game on Western Air Temple.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I mean, it may just maybe needed a little more space to work with, and it seems like that did kind of work out for him. Still, bro, Buddy is throwing no SIGs, though. He's like, I don't do that. Like, I think that button just might not even be on. Well, he's gotta have it for the recoveries, but he definitely don't like it, like the SIG kit or something. I don't know.
I'm like, Jay, you got some demonic signatures. I think usually just waiting for the right time is maybe what it is as we hop into the next game in the set here. Use on game 4 has managed to finally put one on the board, leaned into the sword a little bit more, got a lot going based off of juggles, but now only one platform to worry about on the side of Kyna when coming back down.
Oh man, and I do want to I do want to see some SIGs here from Use, but two, I want to see if the sword become a bigger asset in his gameplay. Weirdly enough, you know, he still didn't have the sword in his hand too often, but the damage that he gave on it and took on it is pretty good. You know, 198 given, 92 taken. My man is still believing that greatsword though, and the greatsword is kind of alive right now. I'll give it up. Definitely kind of alive.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Use is going for nairs and down airs, right? And because it hits you down and then sends you up. He's really going for that vertical game plan now, because something that people don't often realize is that the best moves, arguably on the greatsword kit, are actually the aerials. People see the flashy strings. Oh, we got a SIG.
100% accuracy, my man. That's all. He won't throw another one out, bro. He won't throw another one out.
He needs the stat to be absolutely pristine.
Okay, nothing in hand here for Kyna. He's just kind of dancing in the middle. Nice. Okay, that was a, you know what? Odin drop. Like, you deserve this weapon for that weapon starve.
He's just giving it to him. I mean, Use is feeling so comfortable here with the sword. Gets the extra starve as well. Gets the recovery. He's going to be looking for these down air nairs probably.
Okay. He's getting a little something done while being unarmed, but Use. You know, I mean, this man really woke up in the second half of this set. It was looking like an easy 3-0 for a second, but kind of just not been able to close much out, and Uses now very much controlling the pace of this game.
Oh, yeah. Use definitely leaning into that down air now. Just kind of wobbling around. Throws out a down air if it doesn't hit. Dodges away. Throws out a side air sometimes for a mix-up, but it really is down air city. If he hits Kyna, he's going to go for recovery. He's going to go for side air, or he's going to go for a nair, and now he's forcing him to play this up-down game as opposed to a left-right game. And sometimes it is that simple, right? The adjustments you have to make don't have to be major all the time. It could be as simple as where we fight on the stage.
Oh. Speaking of where we're fighting on the stage right now, that was a large start right there for Kyna. Almost turned that into some crazy amount of damage, but luckily he was able to get back with that recovery. Nice. Okay. Yeah, he's starting to find something. That would have been a great side air. Would have put Use in a terrible spot. However, unarmed him with that, and now just trying to mark him, looking for a way to finish this stock off. That recovery would have been great. And again, the hammer, very basic in its playstyle, very effective.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing from Use, like, he was on the sword for the entirety of that last stock and just wasn't able to open up Kyna in the neutral game. Something about the sword into this hammer from Kyna is just proving difficult. So now, swapping over to that greatsword, he's been able to get stray hits here and there, but even finding the KOs has proven difficult. Went for a 50-50 there that works on dodges, but guess what? Kyna didn't dodge, you know? It's like, I either cover left or cover right, and he said, what if I just wake up?
That's one of the things that we've definitely seen from Kyna a bit too. Like, he's fine, he got to dodge this time, but like for a lot of the strings where Use is looking for one hit and then dash out to the rest of the string, Kyna just hit a button.
Yeah,
I'm down to hit a button.
Really effective strategy, waking up kind of similarly into the Scythe matchup, where waking up is a big part of having effective defense, and we get a nice little dodge read right there. Use waiting, kind of not burning the dodge button, but Use says, I'll keep pressing attack. Ooh, combos in and gets the recovery afterwards. Use making West Coast custom combos onto Kyna secure game number 4.
All right, man, that was, look, I don't know how we got to this game 5 with the way that those first 2 games
For real.
But Use believing in himself, believing in his greatsword. He is continuously still keeping that greatsword out. 499 damage on that greatsword this game, while only taking 105.
And Use, I mean, taking a big sigh of relief after getting that game 4. You can tell that the pressure is on. Both of these players want this so bad, but only one can be the victor here as we start game 5 on the Fortress of Lions.
All right, and now I gotta see if Kyna is able to stop the bleeding here, because the greatsword is getting maximum cuts on him. So this man is, well, he's doing a good job right now at the very beginning. He's finding his combos, his 2 pieces. Nice. Ooh. And disarmed him.
Yeah, Use manages to get the turnaround neutral light there, a chance to get a weapon. This sword hasn't been doing too great, admittedly, into the hammer of Kyna, but against the axe, I think Use actually has a pretty solid head-to-head matchup here so far, keeping Kyna in the corner, goes for the ground pound, wanted a quick one, but Kyna doesn't give it to him.
Nice. Okay, ow. Is he gonna keep, yeah, he's gonna swap over this hammer, maybe? No, not gonna swap over the hammer, keep the axe in hand. Okay, my man is catching some D-lights. He is not catching that blast zone just yet, though. Oh! 100%.
100%.
100%.
Bullseye. He got it. And you know, it's wild because there was a moment there where Use was in disadvantage for a little bit because we got to see one of the rare interactions that can happen in this game where you go for sword D-light and axe neutral light has a little hop that causes the hitbox to just jump right over it. But despite all that, Use able to answer back, Kyna sending a response in tow, and now we have a tie battle.
Kind of going to go ahead and swap over to the hammer. Again, this hammer, I feel like this has been doing a little better than his axe. In fact, looking at the live game, he actually dealt no damage on the axe.
Zero.
Insane. But yeah, we got the 370 dealt on the hammer, taking 409. But you do have to remember there's 599 given last game from the great sword, so he was kind of taking the beats there. However, you know, I think if he's winning, he's going to be winning on this hammer.
We'll see. I mean, Use historically in the last game kind of had a tough time playing into the hammer, but this time doing a little bit better of a job. We'll see if Kyna is able to turn things around here. Use needs one D-light recovery potentially if he can get back to the stage. Kyna is oppressive right now.
This is like, it's funny seeing the Use now start to use some of these SIGs. It was like, it felt like maybe he had the power. He's like, I'm only allowed to use SIGs after I win.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
So he's like, I won the first game, I can use one SIG. He's like, okay, now I won the second game, I can use two SIGs. All right.
Ooh, wow. Oh, Kyna does not fall for that one. That is the ranked special. But Kyna's like, nah, bro, I played enough J-Yuns to know about that one, bro. But sometimes you got to let it rip. It works usually at least once a set, but Kyna's just a better player sometimes.
All right, man. We are last game, last stock. Whoever takes this will be moving on to the winner's finals of things. The other person has to fight just a little harder in the elimination bracket. Right now, I mean, again, Use looking like he's on the way. Oh, okay. He started to throw out some moves we haven't seen at all today.
Getting juicy. He's like, I try every button at least once. Use every option. Leave no table or corner unchecked. As Use here trying to rack up a bit of extra damage, goes for a safe follow-up off of that down air. Kyna's not pressing dodge, bro. Use doesn't know what to do about it.
Hey, there we go. So where you going? You can't run away. Oh, went for a big swing. Oh, they're both.
Ow!
Oh, it hit. Okay, he's still living though.
Oh, and he goes for the neutral sig. 100% accuracy.
The more I fail. And even though that's a heartbreaking thing to hear, that wrapped up the beauty of the moment that comes from Wess. Such an emotional player in that really tough moment, being able to see that raw vulnerability. We love to see that, even though it comes from heartbreak. Let's see what he's got here against Darwen, a relative newcomer to the scene. We've really seen him break out at the Autumn Championship in 1v1s. He had a tough run in 2s, but he's more of a 1s player.
Yeah, and Darwen, let me tell you, on the social media, quite the cocky fellow, man. You really think he got the juice like that. And so if there's any place to prove it, this is the spot. BCX, you coming in, you're like, man, I can cook everybody, right? If that's what you're saying, now's your chance to prove it. Wess is definitely one of the better names to be able to go ahead and secure under your belt, right? You get that Wess notch, everyone's more likely to believe it. And we'll see, I mean, before, I think in that championship where Darwen did have that breakout performance, he was playing a lot of Artemis, right?
Yes.
And like,
we saw him playing that in 2s as well.
Yes.
But here we're blessed with another rare pick. The Artemis is a rare pick. We also get the Loki here. Man, I think the only time, I don't even know when I've seen Loki. It's like maybe Sandstorm played a little bit of Loki at one point, and then like we saw, he's ready with the signatures as well. He's gonna even taunt after that one. Like he's gotta rip a woohoo there. You know, if you're seeing a taunt on screen, there's probably like at least a 20 to 25% chance that it's Darwen doing it.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy too because for a lot of players here, like, it's very rare, I think, if you are playing Brawlhalla, nice tap it in from West there, sends the woohoo right back.
The response,
return the sender, baby. Because it's like, how many people have had the chance to play against Darwen, especially on the international level? It's basically nobody, right? So like, this is going to be a lot of players' first time getting a chance at Darwen, and so their ability to figure him out, adapt on the fly, because I don't know if they've studied the VODs. We'll find out.
It's also going to be the same thing, though, in the other direction. This is Darwen's first time playing a lot of the different people, especially like Wess. He's never really had the chance to go up against someone like Wess, and he's probably not really running into too many like Teskas that are this competent on the Legend. So he's going to have to deal. Oh my gosh! I was going to say he's going to have to deal with all the signature usage, but like he's obviously well informed on signature usage, playing the Loki that he's played so far, and he has a very good lead right now. Maybe has 110 damage on this stock, maybe 120, so a massive lead. But if Wess starts throwing out the heavy button,
oh, and Wess tries to send the response right back. Effective immediately. Darwen doesn't fall for it. Gonna be like a quick 70-ish damage off of that. Yeah, that hurts for Wess. Can't even get back to the stage. And the power of Loki, the trickster, is gonna go ahead and seal the deal onto Wess.
Yeah,
he's not coming back from that. Darwen secures game 1, and he smiles as he looks to his side. He knows the crowd loves the energy.
Yeah, Wess is going to have to figure out how to deal with these signatures, and he's going to have to figure out really, really quickly, because that was already game 1, and it did not take any time whatsoever. Hopefully he was able to download something. Hopefully the bit rate was big enough in his brain for him to be able to absorb as much as possible in that very short first game that Darwen took very confidently.
And if there's anything I always say, man, it's like if you're going to be someone that's going to talk the talk, you got to back it up. Those are some of the best victors in gaming history, right? There's nothing better than someone who can dish it out and then also back it up with the results. And that's what we're seeing from Darwen right now, getting completely demolishing Wess in the punish game. I don't think Wess was ready to deal with the Scythe punish game quite like this. It's been a while, I think, since he's had to play against someone who could dish it out quite like that.
And it seems like he's not even really going nair, sair, nair, sair. He's just like doing nair, 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 nair.
Yeah.
I think that gives him the room that he wants with the spacing at that lower damage, so it's not sending as far with the variable force that comes with the side air. It keeps him closer. Dude, he just rips him out of the air. That 45-degree angle is so devious.
Yeah, because especially if he knows that Wess doesn't have a dodge, what am I going to Sair him for? You know, let me nair him, let me nair him again until I get to the point where I can tell that dodge one is about to come back. Oh my goodness, wait, hold on, the tricks are getting crazy. He's escaping from Terminus, but somehow Wess makes it back to the stage.
I'm glad that the Lokis I play in ranked are at my level, because like my type of people don't really have the signatures down like this, so I can deal with them. But like a player like this, man, this has got to be a nightmare for Wess.
Oh yeah, man, because it's just like the way, you know, that active input can work with Scythe on top of Loki's tricky signatures can really put you in positions that you just haven't been in before.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's hard to know what the counterplay is or what your defensive options are if you've been in the situation only a limited number of times. But Darwen is doing such a good job of putting Wess into those spots, but Wess also doing a great job of countering with really good defense.
He's starting to figure things out a little bit here. He stayed low on the wall, so when that signature came right over the corner, he was ready for that. He didn't just panic jump into it. Of course, that D-sig that we just saw over on the right side, I think that was more like a desperation. I don't have anything else. I gotta go for this, so it's not like Wess really figured anything out in that moment. If he can keep Darwen weapon start for a very long time, which I don't know if he's going to be able to do. Darwen choosing to go in unarmed. Now he's going to back away. Now we're going to see some guitars. It's mostly been the Scythe signature so far. We do have that, of course, really long-range down signature that we just saw him use. There's the down air.
Yeah, Wess is going to have to watch out for that guitar neutral sig. It's a really good anti-air. It's not quite going to be a problem right now, but it could in the near future. First, Darwen needs to get a little bit more damage whacked up. But we're on most Isley, by the way, right? We didn't even get a chance to talk about that. Wait, hold on. Looks like Wess is going to lose that penultimate stock. And then the woohoo is right back. Darwen saying, I'm going to get this 3-0, bro. Don't play with me.
Yeah, I think Wess just really needs to be careful on the edge. And that's obviously, like, one, that's easier said than done. Two, it's blatantly obvious. But still, he just maybe should engage in the edge guard game unless he's got something. Okay, he's going to get the KO off the top, even that really high ceiling on Mos Eisley. Darwen wants to chase all the way up there. He's going to eat a boots recovery from Wess. Back over onto the gauntlets.
Yeah, very good optimization from Wess, going for that conversion from that spacing, because from the ground up, it was not going to click. Oh, wait, Wess might have got him right here. That's two side airs. He held on to his resources, though. Very well played. The jump goes onto the stage there. I don't even know if he wanted that.
Yeah, he wanted to send down for sure. He didn't want that to bounce off the main stage. But I love he hit that double side air, and then he backed away. He didn't try and go in with the ground pound or anything like that, because you know Darwen was going to be ready with a 45-degree angle option. Maybe it was the neutral signature. Maybe it was just a neutral air. But staying away after that. Holy cow. Wess has the side air. He's able to get through.
And he throws it away.
Oh, here's the woohoo. Did he just turned to Darwen and shook his head. I had to turn around behind me to make sure he was looking at Darwen and not the other side of the stage. Holy cow, Wesley.
Yeah, I mean, Wes sitting here saying, hey, man, yo, you better lock in and focus
Yeah,
on
right?
the gameplay than
Put
sending
some respect on my
mixed
name for
messages,
sure.
man. Hold on. We hear the game. This is BCX 2025, and this is what I like to see, right? I mean, two absolute juggernauts of the game.
Yep.
Darwen definitely a bit of a dark horse in some ways coming.
New kid on the block.
New kid on the block.
New kid on the block.
But he can go all the way, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, how far will he go?
Oh my
God!
gosh! Okay, I can't believe. Okay,
It's not over.
I was just about to say, I can't believe no one lost their stock, but we don't know. It's not over yet. The D-Light into the neutral air. Okay, everybody's low damage, so we're just gonna. It's like it never happened.
Yeah, you know, we're gonna go ahead and reset. We know some nice clean neutral. That's what I'm talking about. Here, let's see, sidelight recovery, not gonna connect there. Sider from West, gonna go ahead and force Darwen off stage. And he has with the cars, turns around with the dunk, the spinning pile driver, the SPD. We'll go ahead and send a statement to Darwen.
Also grabbing that set of boots means Darwen's still on the guitar, so he didn't have time to pick up a new weapon. New weapon spawn should be coming in probably the next 5 seconds.
Oh, I love the weapon
toss
follow-up.
again.
Not enough.
Man, where's the next weapon spawn? It feels like it's been really long on this one.
Nice.
Oh, there's the neutral signature you talked about. I thought that there was going to be enough time for Wess to be able to react to that, but no, Darwen used it well enough. He didn't use it and try and hit directly over his head, which I think that's the more telegraph part. He did it with, like, the side part.
And also at the same time, like, Wes had spent so many resources coming down from above that he didn't really have much in terms of mix-up. He wasn't able to dodge out of that one, so just kind of had to try to drift towards mix-up, but it didn't work there. But needs to return the favor quickly and manages to do so with that neutral light. We are in the gamer zone right now.
Tied 1-1 in the set, tied 2-2 on the stocks. Darwen without a weapon, there's the in-light. The spot dodge from Wess, he's not able to find anything after that. The side air gives Darwen plenty of room to come and grab the scythe. It's exactly what he wants. The weapon he's been favoring so far. He's going to be very careful. Does not commit until Wess does. There's the side air. Back up, reset your jump.
Wait.
Neutral air. Another neutral air coming. No, he's going to recover to get away from it. Maintain stage control. Send Darwen away. Weapon toss comes out. The side sig from the second set of gauntlets. Goes for the neutral sig as well.
Honestly, I have to respect Wes's ability to scrap right here, because there's a lot of scenarios where it's really scary to go for some of these wake-ups that Wess is going for. But he's sending a message to Darwen with the way he's playing that he's like, I'm not scared of you, bro. I'm going to just do it, and you're not going to respond. If you want to play this game of chicken, we'll see who's the one to lose out on that one.
Oh, Wess barely getting away from that. It happened to be a gravity cancel in-light to the right. If Darwen would have guessed the 50-50 correctly and gone to the left, that would have gotten through Wess's dodge, would have been a ton of damage.
Nice.
His chasing so good. The weapon toss goes, going to strip the field, keep Darwen off that scythe.
There we go, Wess again going for those slide charge reverse signatures onto the stage. Not able to get Darwen this time around. Tries to go for it again. Darwen gets a perfect punish there with the gravity cancel end light into the wall. I love his ability to react to the situation and turn it into something favorable. And perfect side air from Wess because he couldn't drift any further. That's a punish.
Wess is figuring out these signatures. I don't know if he has the neutral sig fully figured out. That's the one I'm really worried about. There's the recovery. Wess goes up, just a little bit of a lead.
This is a heater of a set, Sparky. It's been so close the entire time. Darwen trying to bring the stock cap mount. Looks like Wess trying to get as much extra damage as he possibly can. Tries to get the side sig, goes for the D-Light ground pound. Gets that extra damage. The D-Light recovery is going to knock out here as well. But ooh, Wess, this all matters. Ooh, he gets the perfect side air,
Yeah,
though,
fantastic side air. The woohoo's coming out. Everybody on final stock. Darwen about 50 damage behind, maybe about 40. Next weapon spawn coming in. He's able to grab it after going to the soft platform.
Oh, huge damage.
This is scary.
Oh, he used his dodge already.
Oh, no!
Gonna get his dodge back
for the
here.
edge guard.
Oh, but he just drifts to the stage with a good mix-up from Wess. Darwen was expecting a dodge back in, and he's looking for those gauntlets, but will Darwen allow him to get it? He's keeping them out. He's guarding the weapon.
So bad. The D-Light ground pound and the dodge right after. He doesn't immediately go for the weapon, but here's the gauntlets. There's the neutral air.
Oh,
another neutral air. Sidelight. He waits. He doesn't immediately throw out the recovery after he got the recovery from Darwen. You saw the animation.
He went high.
Is this going to be enough to give Darwen the lead in the set? Wess got it.
That's it.
He's got him. Yep, that's it right there. And Darwen's going to go up 2-1 in the set. Gravity cancel. Woohoo. Another smile coming out from Darwen.
That's crazy. It's intense, man. They send looks to each other at the end of every game like, come on, bro. Come on. You didn't think I was going to win that one? Come on, bro. And it's crazy the amount of confidence that both of these players are exuding, right? And you have Wess, someone who's no stranger to being in this position, right?
Yep.
You know, granted, we're in a different venue, but Wess being on the BCX stage is something we've seen multiple times.
He's been here and he's been further than here.
Yes.
3, 2,
exactly.
1,
Darwen,
brawl.
for someone who hasn't been around like that, Why does he look so comfortable on that stage, Marky?
Yeah, that was
he
my
knows
big
he should be there.
That was my big question on Darwen going into this weekend, is this was going to be a test unlike any other he's faced before. Oh, the bonk on the stage.
Whoa.
What a great neutral there from
God.
Wess. And even forced Darwen to back away from a second before going back in. Okay, there's the dunk.
And these boys are scrapping on the edge here. And he goes for a read again. Wess is
dude.
not scared to go for these
We're
hard
having
reads.
an opening
He's
just
trying to
like
send a
last game
message,
again.
bro. This ain't just a message. This is a dissertation. Said, read the script.
Oh,
you might
that's
regret
really
it.
scary,
You might
yeah.
regret it, Wess. Woo. Gets back. Hold on. An opportunity to turn it around. Darwen sharking on the side now. He's so good at that. We've seen him do that in previous tournaments. He will camp that side, whether it be with the Scythe or even with his Artemis before. He did the same thing.
Dude, the number of near misses that this game already had when they were only in orange is so wild. Waiting for the next weapon spawn to come in. Wess, he hits the neutral air on the ground, the unarmed neutral air as well. The side sig. Oh man, I thought that was going to be a GC in sig. I think Darwen already had the neutral air queued up on that one. Or maybe his dodge was burned.
Oh, no dodge here. Wess understands it, immediately goes off stage with turnaround side air, down air to go ahead and lock it in. And you can see Darwen goes for the gravity cancel N-sig just in case Wess went to overextend, but Wess recognized he had secured the knockout, went right back to the stage. And this is a pretty decent lead, all things considered. This Teska's not going to lose his stock anytime soon, especially if Darwen's dropping conversions like that.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh,
I think
again.
that gravity cancel insig, if Wess would have waited like just a hair before going back in with the unarmed dare, Darwen would have ripped that and won priority over the unarmed dare, and he would have gotten the KO there. But Wess was just fast enough that I think Darwen wasn't thinking about it, whipping the side sig there.
Okay, and you can see yet again, Wess going off stage, coming back with the signature. This time it's not going to work. Sets up the perfect opportunity for Darwen to go ahead and turn things around. But he did a pretty good job with that lead. Darwen's already in the orange, and he's hunting him down unarmed. This is taking me back to South American gameplay circa like 3 years ago, where they just didn't care, bro.
Yeah.
He's bringing
They're
out
like,
something feral in Wess, man.
What are you talking about? Unarmed is my third weapon. I play a legend with 3 weapons.
They really made it feel that way. Wess trying to go ahead and tuck in this penultimate stock. Darwen knowing that his punish game is so powerful. Wess won't be able to make it back. An optimal knockout. The power of Scythe. This could potentially be where Darwen completely ends. The potential for Wess to make this set happen for himself. Uh-oh. What a turnaround from Wess. Fearless in the face of death.
The confidence that it took from Wess to be like, you just beat me off stage. You beat me off stage so many different times when you have Scythe. You know what? Let's run it back. For some reason, I think it's going to be different this time. I have confidence in myself, and he nailed it.
Yeah, because if there's anything I'll say is that Wess is win or lose. He's saying, we're going to end this on my terms.
Yeah,
I'm going to play the game the way I like to play it.
Wess is stubborn like that in the best way possible.
Oh, man, and Darwen's slowing things down here. He's not throwing out many attacks like that, right? And, you know, he's going up against South America, who's known for being aggressive. So in some ways, you know, he's like, if I just kind of try to bait him over here, I might just be able to win just like that. Wess has to steel himself to not throw the game away, right? Don't give it to him easy.
And he's finding his way in by like opening up with these weapon tosses. And then if he finds himself unarmed, then he's going to back up after that. But if the weapon toss hits, he's going to pick it back up and then go back in. Just one single neutralite from Darwen, the 2-piece.
Oh,
that was scary. Stay away from the edge, Wess.
Oh, man, and Darwen's getting these hits in. Wess is trying to get the read. He needs to find the knockout. Goes for a read there. It's not going to work, but he doesn't get punished for going for the sig. I want to see the game 5 here, Sparky.
I do too. I think everybody in the crowd does too.
He has no
Even
weapon
the Darwen
here.
fans, I'm sure.
Gonna starve him out? No!
Oh, he almost got that weapon in time.
I'm like, does he use light attack to pick up? Okay. Here we go.
Dude.
Game 5.
Dude, I just got chills.
Oh, man.
I
dude,
just got chills.
Same, brother. Same. We're going the distance here. Darwen versus Wess. Game number 5.
Man, Darwen put here in the crucible for the top 32 qualifier winners side.
I know, bro.
Wow. And
Trying to escape the gulag, man.
He's trying his best, and he's been doing so well so far, showing how much of a threat his Loki is.
Now, the Loki's crisp, you know? I got to give it up.
For
the
real.
Loki's crisp. And I feel like it works really well with the type of player that Darwen is as well, you know? Likes to play a little bit cheeky, has a really strong punish game, and is able to combine the two things together where you never feel safe. That's how Loki's supposed to feel. You never want to feel comfortable against this legend.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Here we are, game 5, the Fortress of Lions. First weapon goes to Darwen, it's guitars, he ends up throwing it away. First weapon for Wess is going to be boots. Here comes the juggle game. About 45 damage coming out of this one. Now it's over. Scythe time for Darwen. He's going to move himself over to the edge before safely coming back to the stage while Wess was hugging middle. He doesn't want to get caught off stage again.
Wow.
Even that, he dodged back away, and Darwen still grabbed him, still brings him away. Both of them in sweat beats, dude.
Yeah, you could see that Wess was trying to see, can I hit him off the stage hard enough to bounce him off so that he won't get the wild touch, but it wasn't quite it. But yeah, I saw it too, Sparky, that backdash to try to not get caught by the D-Light. Still getting yoinked anyway. No dodge here on Wess. Whoa, have to be careful. Darwen sharking again in the corner, and now swapping places with Wess. Wess jumps over, going high. Darwen's definitely going to scout it out next time. He has to be conscious of his defensive options. There's so many things to consider.
Dude, Wess went so long without throwing out an attack there. He's being so careful, giving so much respect. Comes in with the downer. He can deal with that 45-degree angle now. He can get tested, so he goes for it. There's the recovery.
Nice!
Gravity cancel gets the KO. Wess opening up this game with a beautiful outplay onto Darwen.
And Darwen did all the right things there. He was scouting out the options.
He really did.
He pretty much had it locked in. That was a Teska-specific option he didn't consider there. And he's going to lose another stock.
No.
If I'm Wess, I'm woohooing right now, personally, but you know what? You don't want to call it over till it's over, right? It's at that last stock. Darwen can make the comeback here. Just because he's down 2 does not mean he's out of this neck of the woods just yet.
I think Wess is seeing himself in this spot, and he's seen himself in this spot so many different times. It's like, yeah, there's a worm in my brain that wants me to woohoo right now. I'm not feeding that worm.
It's true.
I'm worried about my brain. I'm worried about the bracket. We got to be smart here. I think Wess is being so smart in this moment.
I mean,
Wess has been
in this exact same position and won before, you know, from the side of Darwen. Think about Wess versus Acno at MSI, right? Got that slide charge, neutral sig from downtown to go ahead and clutch from all the way from behind, right? So definitely doesn't want to call it too early here. Darwen trying to bring things back, trying to slow down the game. Wess just trying to find his openings to push it as much as he can without overextending. Oh, but a huge opportunity from Darwen. Can't get the ground pound though. Wait, another opportunity, the reversal.
He was looking for maybe Wess to sair over into the wall. There's the neutral edge. Great weapon, bonk. He's going to go with the GCD light.
And the weapon throw and the turnaround from Darwen.
Wess, is he going to regret that decision to go back in and go for the GCD light into the ground pound or not?
It felt guaranteed there. If I was Wess, I would have done the same thing. But now you have last stock sight. The game could end right now. He's in white. He could lose his stock right now.
The recovery. Darwen's without a weapon.
He's able to land and grab it,
and now Wess is the one unarmed.
He doesn't have a weapon.
There's one color change.
He's
almost another color
damage.
change.
Sider is going to send Darwen to the side, but once again, it's sight. The reversal opportunity potential is high. Wess is throwing out Hail Marys. It's not going to hit. Darwen's going to turn it around. This could be it. Wess won't be able to make it from there, I think. No, Darwen throws the match away effectively. Hold on. There's still more Brawlhalla to be played.
The recovery not enough just yet. One more will do it. Wess just has to hold on. He just has to hold on. The sideline missing. His KO move's missing. The recovery missing. Darwen's recovery missing. The weapon toss. He's not able to find anything out.
Oh my God.
Again, missing.
He doesn't get it.
Dodge through from Darwen. They're both giving each other small
He threw his weapon away. He threw his weapon away. But he's still in here. Wait, can he get back on stage? Darwen goes for the sig. Wess turns it around. He grabs a pair of boots. There's no shot, right? There's no shot. Darwen brings it back, right? There's no way. Is Wess going to let it happen?
There's the side light. Can Darwen find the KO move?
No way!
He gets the KO!
Wow!
Wess qualifies Darwen. 2 winners. He points and laughs at Darwen.
Nozo has the highest force stat in the game.
Base 9. And
Granted, I think he took one out.
He took one out, so he's at a measly 8 force on small Brawlhaven here, going up against Stingray and the Black Knight. Axe is picked up first, and Stingray with the lance already boxing Kyna out with those down 6 D-lights, neutral lights, goes for the pivot there after that down light connects, and he continues burning his opponent, but Kyna with 2 strong hits can make the damage dead even.
Now, one thing I think Kyna may be thinking here is that historically, you'll hear from Rocket Lance players that Axe is usually the worst matchup for the weapon.
You'll hear from me saying that as well. I feel like Axe neutral light just stops almost half of the moves that Lance likes to do. And look at that. I mean, the spears in hand, but gravity cancel neutral light off stage. That's a pretty darn good option too.
Oh, we're going to see some cannon action here. looking to see if he can potentially get a read on Stingray, but Stingray picks up that rocket lane. He's going to be looking for a KO now. Zol does not have a whole lot of defense here, so all it's going to take is one clean hit from Stingray and should be able to bring this one back, but every time you get just even nicked a little bit.
How is Kyna moving this fast, Flambo? How is he moving that fast? The dodge goes up and Stingray stops the pressure, gets the neutral sig on the dodge up, but that entire time Kyna was flying around him with the cannon. He was making cannon look like the rocket lance that time, but moving at the speed of light because of how fast he was going. And Stingray able to deal with the pressure, but one nair there could lead from a neutral signature from Kyna, and that could be the stock. Stingray's got to be careful. With Zol, you get that neutral sig on Axe, and you're covering an area in the sky that no other Axe legend can cover.
Now, can Stingray get out the corner? The answer is yes. Manages to do so with a Sair from the spear, and he's finding quite precision here as he gets the ground pound to go ahead and do the quickest turnaround you've ever seen, and that's what this stage can be good for. If you want to make a comeback, the KO boxes are so small that you can just do it like that.
Oh, and Kyna goes to the nair read after the side light. The neutral light connects, and we're talking about those small knockout boxes. Well, there you have it. Kyna gets that knockout there and priming the cannon. It looks like it's what Kyna wants to stick with here in game number 1 against Stingray. Stingray picks up that spear, and Kyna starts flying through the cannon, but the down air interrupted by the neutral light, and Stingray staying in the ground. Jump fastball, but Kyna stops the pressure with the neutral light. Stingray now having Kyna off stage. Side light, D light, side air. That is your bread and butter on the spear, and he lands with that down air, gets that clash, and continues to take the lead.
And one thing I love that I'm seeing from Stingray here is that he's using the spear into the cannon matchup, right? Because one of the toughest things about cannon is having the priority to get through a lot of the disjoints. And that neutral light from that spear, that side air, is going to be so useful, and a down sig to close it out. How many times, Taza?
That's how Stingray wins his games. He's so good at it. He gets to that point where it's like, okay, that is the minimum amount of damage that you cannot survive from anymore. 2 less damage, that down tick would not knock out. But Stingray, he knows better, and he's so fantastic with catching people's landings, their dodge downs, anything on that last stock scenario that you might as well just guarantee that you're going to be losing games with Stingray with the down tick as the finisher. And we're going right back to Brawlhalla for game number 2 here in this matchup between South America's best and North America's PR number 2, Stingray on the Rocket Lands.
Oh man, and I called Stingray brave at the start of game 1, but he's already proven that he can do it no problem, and looking to do it yet again. We'll see. This is the matchup that Kyna wants here. Has the axe in hand versus the Rocket Lance, and it looked like it was working at the start of game 1, but the game escaped him so quickly.
Oh, that down sig catching Kyna off guard into orange. Neutral light comes through though, and Kyna got such an early knockout with the gravity cancel neutral light before. Edge guard scenario here. But beats coming through, but Stingray with the pickup on the spear. You were talking about it, Flambeau. He's been using the spear so well against the cannon, and Kyna does not seem to be able to deal with the pressure. That down tick, however, a rare misread from Stingray, but the fall down after the dodge does not get him. Side airs him into the stage. No dodge means Kyna goes for an edge guard. No down sig avoided. Side light, stuff recovery. Stingray gravity cancel wake up D-light into nair. Manages to avoid losing that stock there. The first stock goes over to Stingray. No, Kyna barely surviving. The gravity cancel D-light, the dare on the stage. Flambeau, I thought stocks flew early on this stage. They're just barely surviving.
And no punish on the sig, but there we go. Finally a side air from Kyna, but I'm in agreement with you. Like, Zols are not supposed to live to that color.
Exactly.
You're never supposed to see that.
And Stingray, in agreement with both of us, takes him off the top of that unarmed uppercut. But Kyna now waiting for that cannon to come through, and we're back to a neutral game here. 2 stocks to 2. Both players barely damaged, and Kyna taking the lead.
Okay, and we're going to see a little bit of a cannon string here. Stingray, once again, opting to go for that spear into the cannon matchup, but getting juggled by these nairs. It's a tough time getting down to the ground.
D-light nair, another nair coming through. 4 of them have come through already, and Kyna dash dumping to the down to get catching Stingray trying to fly over the zone that he thought was safe. But Kyna says with the cannon on down sig, I get to choose where you are going to fly, and Stingray flies right off the top of the stage as he's 1 stock away from going down a game here in this best of 5.
And granted, we saw Stingray in a similar position in the last game where he was down and then was able to make a very quick comeback. I'm wondering if he's going to be able to do the same thing here. Not quite. That almost KO. That is Zol force behind that.
That was so force behind it, and Stingray miraculously holds on to that last stock. Weapon throw pickup neutral light. Kyna has the next weapon prepared, but Stingray Sairs his way back on the stage, and Kyna returns a Sair to his favor. Nice job of that neutral air there from Stingray, but he's got to take this stock, and then another one, and Kyna with the cannon gets the D-light, gets the nair, and gets the 2 stock in game number 2.
Okay. So now I'm wondering, are y'all going to do the whole thing on small Brawlhalla? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
That's what, it's one of those matchups. I love seeing these matchups. We talk about it every once in a while when you get the right two players going head to head. It is back to the same stage, same legends, every single game until a winner is decided. And they're going to continue adapting to each other's playstyle. We saw Stingray do a great job with the spear in game number 1. And then Kyna with the cannon just buckled up and did a much better job getting that 2-stock in game number 2. Let's see how Stingray's spear plays out here as he opens up with a strong D-light side air. But Kyna with the axe has already brought Stingray into orange with a side light side air. Oh, Stingray could have gotten that knockout off the top, but Kyna manages to make it back down.
Yeah, and it's one of those scenarios where Orion as a character doesn't really have a cheesy option to KO off the top there. You have to go for like exhausted spear recovery, whereas if you were Bryn or Hattori, you have that ability to go for a gravity cancel neutral signature and find your KO off the top. So here, Stingray was like, I'll go for neutral air and try to get cheeky.
Ooh, nice job with the dealer recovery. Kinda makes it back to the stage, dodges down Stingray. Maybe looking for that landing with the down sig here, Flambeau. There it is, but Kinda jumps over the top of it. And he can't manage to get that knockout. Stingray, a little too obvious with his down six there and kind of punishing him for it off the right side of the stage as he's now up a stock.
Oh man, and sometimes it can feel like forever for a weapon to spawn. Sometimes it just feels that way because you just are looking for that moment. I need something in my hand, and it looks like it's going to be the rocket lance, and immediately after finding that down signature, swaps over to the spear. So I'm assuming it must be, no, it's actually an axe next. I thought he had a cannon primed up because he went so quick into it, but I think he's just feeling the spear. Look at him go! Holy cow!
Sidelight almost gets to the nair, and he's still edge guarding Kyna here. Kyna has used the axe recovery, fades to the stage, sweats to the stage, gets the nair, down sig, punish, sidelight, nair, nothing afterwards, weapon throw, Stingray with the neutral signature, the dare back onto the stage, maybe trying to get the landing hitbox, but doesn't succeed, and Stingray reading a dodge down with that down signature, gets an amazing reversal on the Kyna, and goes up a stock lead here in game number 3.
Yeah, that was a little bit crazy from Kyna there, because that was the full South America, I have no weapon, I shouldn't be doing this, but you know what, it works sometimes.
That's absolutely right, and Stingray ready for it in that moment. Kyna with the cannon gets the neutral light, he's a weapon throw away, maybe goes for the gravity cancel neutral light instead. Recovery hits, I think Stingray's still sweating, but he's got the lance, so a great job to be able to get back to the stage. D-light and air would be huge here from Kyna, but he's got to land that first hit, and if he whiffs it, Stingray has shown that he gets 4 to 5 good hits. Now first D-light and an air is a great start. Stingray covering his head with a massive amount of weapon throw potential with the lance, but there, finally, nair comes through, and Kyna, I mean, when you're on small Brawlhalla, this damage might as well be even.
Yeah, I love the way Stingray pushes his advantage state once he catches somebody's dodge and they're popped up in the air. He'll throw that rocket lance up because he's like, it's going to hit you. You can't dodge it, and even if it doesn't, he's not fully committing, and it's so smart.
Oh, dodges out the neutral sig, lands with the down air, gets the side up, but the sidelight doesn't come through, and he just barely avoids getting blasted by the lasers of the down sig. Kyna with the turnaround side air recovery. Stingray, damage, has to dare for safety. The weapon throw stopping the ground pound, but still trying to make it back. Disarmed, Kyna gets the nair. He can weapon start, but the second nair gets it, and Kyna brings it back in game number 3. Flambeau Kyna is 1 game away from being in top 4 at BCX to represent South America.
And honestly, I feel like on dogs, just don't go to small Brawlhalla, bro. just don't go back there, because I feel like Cannon Nair has a moderate amount of KO power, but imagine we were on like Fortress of Lions or something like that.
Literally any other stage except Enigma, I guess.
You know,
we're going back for sure.
Yeah, he left it open, so.
All right, here we go. Kyna's going right back to Brawlhalla, and Stingray, with some adaptations, could come out on top here and bring it to a game number 5, right? Because even after the beginning of that game, where it got to the point where the down six were getting a little obvious, and Kyna was able to punish him for it, Stingray really tying up that signature game. I really feel like Kyna just clutched that last game. I think momentum's still in Stingray's favor, but we'll have to find out here as we're going to game number 4.
I have to agree with you there. I mean, I gotta respect the man who sticks to his guns, right? He's like, you know what? It's not a stage issue. It's a skill issue, and I know I can just play better in this next game, and well, this is your last chance to do so, because otherwise it's going to be your bracket life, and this cannon is doing what cannon does best, escorting its opponents towards the side of the stage.
The weapon throw forces Kyna to recover to the right side of the stage, and the exhausted recovery, you were talking about how that's the only option that Orion has, but guess what? That down sig that time, Kyna wasn't ready for it, and he eliminates that stock after an incredibly extended edge guard there on that landing, and Kyna is down a stock.
Oh, and that's going to be a punish from Kyna. Gets the neutral light on the axe, so luckily not too much damage taken from Stingray here, but needs to watch the landing here as another neutral light without touching the floor, I believe, makes this almost impossible for Stingray to make it back. Yes, perfect timing from Kyna.
So Stingray on that edge guard too. Kyna did the most brilliant thing ever. That was the best move to spot dodge in place because Stingray was relying on that Sair to hit to get the chase dodge. Because he went for the Sair, lost the momentum, didn't get the hit, fell down to lose that stock, and Kyna evens things up and starts to take the lead there with that D-Light down air connecting.
Oh man, I think the tough part about this for Stingray is that kind of slowing down a little bit. We're used to kind of, you know, well, usually it's the sword. You know, we didn't even talk about that. Usually Kyna's on the sword.
I mean, I really do feel like Kyna was like, okay, Cannon's how I'm going to beat Godly, and Godly's the only one that I need to prepare for here as he gets that recovery, and he's one stock away from a 3-1 victory over Stingray.
All right, is this the end of the Black Knight, or will he be able to put the helmet back on, tuck in that armor, and bring this to another game, as that is almost enough to find the KO and downsig in the near future, potentially, and there it is, but it's a bit too obvious. I think we all saw that one coming.
Oh, but the second one, Stingray says it doesn't matter if it's obvious. If I'm not going to get punished, I can throw 80 downsigs, and one of them's bound to connect, and Kyna goes down to that downsig there on that last stock, and now here he is, neutral light, D-Light, has the axe, gets punished by the sidelight, but dodges right through the nair that Stingray goes for afterwards, but Stingray still boxing Kyna off the side of the stage, but an axe side air, that's a ton of damage.
Yeah, just a perfect fastball from Kyna. You can see Stingray trying to catch the landing, but couldn't quite beat it out with the spear sidelight. But these spear sidelights are going to be the breadwinner for him right here. He needs to get the read, and he doesn't quite get the timing.
It was the right read, but yes, you're right, Flambo doesn't get the timing, doesn't get the spacing, the downlight doesn't come through, but Stingray still on the upper hand here. Has Kyna the sidelight, waits him out, the dodge goes to the right, but Stingray doesn't go off stage for it. Falls, gets the dare, goes to the D-light, and Kyna switches over to the axe. He's looking for a down air, side air, down to hit, and Stingray clutches game number 4, brings it to a game 5, and as much as we call out those downsigs that miss, when they hit so right. Stingray now bring it to a game 5.
And that's the thing about Orion Spear downsig, right? If at first you don't succeed, try again. But also, you have to remember, like, there are just some moves in Brawlhalla that are so good that you just got to keep throwing them out. And this is one of those moves, you know?
That
like
center stage, too.
It doesn't matter.
It's fantastic coming out from Stingray. And you see him taking a little bit of a breather there, getting ready for this game 5. And I'm wondering, is this the time? Is this the time where you, because Kyna banning out the stage is definitely leaving up Brawlhaven. But if he leaves open Demon Island, there's a possibility that Stingray finally mixes it up and goes there for game 1. Heck no. It's Brawlhaven all the way through. We're in game number 5, Flambo. And the winner of this is going to be in top 4 at BCX 2022. Is going to be South America's best, or is Stingray going to get the win to represent North America?
3,
All right, only moments now we will find out who the victor will be, as the first weapon goes in the hand of Kyna, but Stingray manages to pick up a spear. That is the great 50-50 on that weapon spawn, by the way.
That is for sure, and Kyna with the cannon going up against Spear seems to be the ideal matchup for both players, but Kyna with the Sair down air, dodges in place, gets another side air recovery, Chase dodges up, has an edge guard here, down to come out to pressure Stingray to recover high, but no, he just waits out the exclamation points, and Stingray makes it back to center stage, has the spear, sidelight, second hits, go to the pound, really catching Kyna off guard, and he dodges through the weapon throw into forcing Kyna onto the axe.
Oh, and Stingray's movement right now is impeccable as he manages to barely catch that neutralite. Kyna trying to catch the landing, tries to punish with a D-Sig, and probably would have KO'd, but that's going to be a punish from Kyna with a falling Sair on an ill-advised downlight from Stingray.
Really,
now he's on the back foot.
Really punishing Stingray for thinking that he automatically got that downlight for free. The sidelight came through, Kyna got hit by that, but spot dodged the other, and the fadeaway sider on the axe takes the first stock. Stingray now 2 stocks left in the tournament. Kyna goes over that side air, gravity cancel, neutralite, trying to get a dodge read, and Kyna does make it back to the stage. Stingray waiting for that weapon spawn, picks up the spear, but the cannon keeps blasting. One down air hits. Can he get another one? Stingray gets hit with the neutralite, and Kyna gets a second neutralite. Weapon throw. He has to use his dodge to make it back to stage, and Kyna punishes him with the unarmed recovery, but now he's over on the axe. Stingray has an opportunity, and that side stick came so close.
He hadn't thrown that sig at all game, all set pretty much. And the one time he does it, the perfect reaction comes out from Kyna, but these ground pounds from Stingray have been so on point.
They were unheard of until game 5, Flambo, but now he's gotten them. And the sidelight nair, he delays the nair, gets the second nair, and avoids that neutral air from Kyna so that he can continue getting more damage. That's a powerful cannon sider coming out from Zol, but he's not enough to take Stingray out just yet. And Stingray falls in, trying to get as much damage as he can before he falls for that last stock, and Kyna dash forward, dash back down, punished by neutralite. Stingray still unarmed, but holding on.
Yo, the way he's playing this stock right now, okay, doesn't get the response there. He needed to punch that one with a backstep sidelight again. But despite that, he was behind by so much, and Stingray is doing such a great job of mitigating the damage. Finally, a Nair is going to connect from Kyna, but I think Stingray did enough to bring this game back into the realm of possibility. Can he clutch this back out, or will Kyna close it out?
Oh, this is the clutch here for sure. Flammable the downer comes through, and he's fully charged the recovery. Kyna does not punish it in time. The neutral sinks the down, sinks the neutral lights. Does the silencer come out here as well? Stingray's throwing out all of the moves in Black Knight's kit. Kyna on the back foot now here despite being up in stocks. Stingray goes for the weapon throw forward with the sidelight Nair. That is a massive amount of damage here in game 5.
And this is Zul. That means that Stingray's now in the danger zone. Goes for the ground pound, and Stingray responds with a server zone. Can he get the stock here? I think he needs to.
Pogo,
can he get this corner?
He goes all the way down.
He gets the Pogo toward the bottom of the stage. It's going to last stock, but it's against an 8-force Zul on small Brawlhaven. One side air, and that's it for Stingray.
The side air hits, and that's the only place on the stage that he can survive it. Kyna has all of them as moves in the kit to get the game, and Stingray has to play a perfect stock. Side air, sidelight, Nair, falling stare, misses, but Kyna gets the sidelight, but that's the only combo starter for Cannon there. That's not going to auto combo, and now he switches over the axe. He wants the fleeting attacks. The Nair, the recovery. Stingray dodges one move. The Dare comes through as well. The Nair comes through. Stingray, can he clutch it?
And at this point, a neutral light will KO, and you can see Kyna starting to fish for it. Doesn't want to go for a super laggy move. The neutral light is all he needs to get the KO. Doesn't get it there. That was an opportunity. Stingray knows what his win condition is, and he's going for it. He wants it so bad. He's got it. He's betting it all. He's betting it all. Can he do it? Can he stop Kyna, or will Kyna close his dreams out here? And Stingray is so goddamn clutch.
In the real battle here, the score is about to be settled, ladies and gentlemen. Pavvelski versus Akno in grand finals of the Spring Championship. Here we go. And Pavvelski's already starting off strong. But Akno answers back quickly. Pavvelski looking for positioning here. These guys are having trouble just breaking neutral on each other, man. Okay, nice. Oh, he wanted that weapon throw to land. He had a whole combo ready to go if it did.
Yeah, the hot swap combos I'm a big fan of, so I'm glad to see him going for it. Okay, with both of them on sword now. Akno with a slight damage lead, and he pushes the advantage there with a little bit of a juggle. Oh, he goes for the dunk off stage. Akno able to slip his way up through.
Uh-oh. Oh, Pavvelski could be in trouble. Akno got rid of the weapon, and instead of going for an edge guard, he decided he would rather just grab a new weapon, which is probably the right move here.
That reverse floorboard, Akno's been netting so many KOs off of, but not on Pavvelski.
Yeah, Pavvelski is so aware of what Akno's trying to do to take him out. Oh, man.
Double down light lands. He wasn't able to get the follow-up.
Well, yeah, well, it's usually, usually that second side light is there to catch somebody's dodge.
Right.
But Pavvelski knew he didn't catch a dodge there. So he wasn't about to go for the true combo recovery follow-up, because Akno was obviously going to dodge that. So Pavvelski, he didn't land that, but he did have the presence of mind to know it's not ready yet, and you still need to find the dodge read.
Yeah, it's like a turkey. You don't want to pull it out of the oven too quick.
Yeah, just because it's golden brown on the outside, it's not ready. It's not ready.
Okay, now it's ready though. Taking the first stock off of Akno.
Yeah, pull that one out.
And what's he gonna? Oh, he's gonna stick with the sword yet again. All right. I mean, I'm a big believer in Pavvelski's gauntlets, but I gotta trust the man himself.
I know. Whoa.
Ooh, oh man, he is such a sniper with those gravity cancel neutral sticks.
Yeah, seriously. It catches a lot of people by surprise. I want to say because Akno's Akno, and he's finding the right place to do it, but because there are very few signatures like that in Brawlhalla that hit directly overhead. A lot of the neutral signatures, they hit diagonal upward. Pavvelski, he's got every option he can to get back. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, that was clever the way he did that.
Dude, save your money like Pavvelski saves his jumps, because
seriously,
that was a good investment.
Yeah, he goes backwards. He's like he puts himself in the safest position he can, and is confident in that he knows exactly how many recovery options he has left. And if his opponent's not as confident, then they can't go for the edge guard.
Right.
It might cost them to go for it. Now, Akno, I'm pretty sure, is well aware of everything.
He's probably counting everything, dude. He's got an abacus on every little movement happening. Okay, he has netted himself a nice lead in game 1. Oh, wow, he charges that signature a bit. I like the belief in himself there. He's going to need a big play off the side of the stage, potentially to do it, to turn this game back around in his favor. Pavvelski could be in trouble on his final stock. Oh, goes for the double down light, but Akno was able to beat it out with a recovery of his own.
Oh my goodness. That almost worked. Pavvelski still trying to get the second KO onto Akno.
Oh, what did that KO off the top, dude? How does he do that every time?
I don't know, man. He keeps landing that.
He doesn't miss that. It seems like I don't know. It's a good play, obviously.
And we're going back to Demon Island as if any other stage existed.
Oh, man. Don't fight Akno on Demon Island.
I know,
Have you not learned anything?
right?
Okay.
This is clearly his favorite map. We don't have to give it to him.
There's lots of maps.
When you lose a match, you have the option to ban all but 3 stages. And look, that's so many bans for a Demon Island. You only need to use 1. Pavvelski's obviously, he's got a plan, you know? You can't pretend to understand it.
Oh, what?
Oh,
man.
man.
That weapon throw was
Man,
insane.
yeah.
That was a weapon throw, right?
Yeah. It like stunned him because his damage was so low. It just
He re-grabbed so quickly. That was impressive feat of technical ability. All right.
nice.
And he's got the lead.
Got a good damage lead, yeah. Slapping him off the side. Oh, Akno used his gravity
yes.
cancel. That leaves him vulnerable. Pavvelski's got it off. The weapon throw. He's gonna get this. Nice. It's not over. Wait, yes it is.
That edge guard was a quilt, dude. It was made of so many different materials, you know? I don't know if I'd call it efficient, but he landed everything he went for.
He sewed it all together, dude.
Yeah, it was seamless for sure at the end of it, but
Nice sword dribble there. Pavvelski's got a big lead now. Look at this. Who's ever got a full stock lead against Akno and lived to tell the tale?
Pavvelski.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. That's why he's in grand finals right now.
He is in that rarefied air. And he's starting to push his advantage as well. He's got, oh man, the downlight into ground pound has been such a great KO tool for Pavvelski all day. Almost had it there, but Akno finds himself unavailable.
You can see Pavvelski mixing it up now. You know, every time he goes for a side light on Akno so far, he has been looking for a dodge read, right? And he let Akno get used to that and then decided, okay, now's the time to let loose, just let it rip, the side light to recovery. But Akno was still ready for it, man. I think Pavvelski could, it'd be hard to do a better job of mixing that particular thing up that Pavvelski did, and still Akno was ready for it.
All right, I'm going to take that as telling that given the choice, Akno stuck with the bow, and I can't say I blame him. He's been shrekking people all day.
Yeah, it's been his move here, and we're seeing Pavvelski really favor the sword, and you know, I gotta say, I think his gauntlets have been doing much better.
I know. Well, you know, the downlight recovery is such a potent, consistent tool.
That's true. That's true.
And the neutral sig, I was going to say that next.
Be
I was
more
about to say that
about
next, okay? You can't say I changed my mind. I was literally about to say the neutral sig is another tool for the sword.
But look at that. Even given the option of using a super fresh gauntlet, he still picked his old sword instead. He's clearly favoring the sword in the matchup against Akno, which is surprising because I think us and just about anybody else would consider Akno the best sword player in Europe. But Pavvelski's unafraid. He's determined to use the sword to take out Akno. Nice dodge, but wow, Akno is so ready with the punish. Pavelski's making it around, and wait a second.
Ow.
Oh my goodness, these guys are wild.
Yeah, my heart rate would be through the roof if I had to try to find a way around Akno's edgeguard there. And now just trying to find his way back down to the stage to touch the ground. Just barely gets it, but knocked up again, and that will take him down to his final stock. All right, game 2. We're on our last stock here on Demon Island. Pavvelski is going to grab, gauntlets. All right, I believe in these gauntlets, though, for good reason.
I do too. We might believe in his gauntlets more than he does.
Man, that whole lead that Pavvelski fought so hard for his entire game is now gone.
But he could just, the lead doesn't matter. When you're off stage against Pavvelski, he could just get it done. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh man, Akno keeps finding a way out, man. He's definitely better than anybody at getting out of Pavvelski's crazy combo.
Yeah, Pavvelski. Oh, I was gonna say he's having a hard time converting off of side light, but there he goes. Picks up the recovery.
Yeah, here we go. What's he gonna do? He switched to the sword. Oh yeah, the neutral sig. That's been working for him before. It might score a KO at this health. That could be the play. Yes!
Oh, it is!
He did it! Pavvelski taking the game off of Akno. That brings the set 1-1. But remember, you can see on the scoreboard right there, the W next to Pavvelski's name and the L next to Akno's name. That represents what bracket they're in. This is a double elimination bracket. And that means you got to lose twice to get knocked out of the bracket. But since Pavvelski hasn't lost once yet, Akno basically has to defeat him twice. He has to turn one set just to turn that W into an L, and another set to knock him out of the loser's bracket, just like anybody else in this tournament. So Akno's got his work cut out for him, and as much as a lot of people, including Akno, might think he's just going to run this back, he's just going to run through it, get the reset, and then fight him in the big final. Pavvelski taking that win is showing us and everybody that he could potentially take this whole set from him.
Yeah.
Without letting Akno reset the bracket to begin with. He already beat him once in winter semifinals. It should be doable. He is definitely positioned for exactly that.
Yeah, but like you've said before, Grand Finals Akno seems to be like a whole new beast. What? Speaking of whole new beasts, what?
Wait a second.
Okay. No, I like this. I like this a lot.
Wait a goddamn second.
I like this a lot. I like this a whole bunch because he's got his bow is dirty. That's certifiable.
We know that. That is certifiable, yeah.
And Zariel, honestly, is a really slept-on legend, if you ask me. He's got some devastating signatures. Not many people are used to.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That Zariel is criminally underused.
Oh my. Okay. Every one of his bow signature spikes. Okay, if you give a person as aggressive as Akno every signature spikes, I expect big things. But off stage against Pavvelski, what can you do?
I mean, it shouldn't matter what legend he is in that position. That just comes down to Pavvelski getting his moves off. Akno has the opportunity. You know what? And Akno's gauntlets are amazing. So.
Oh, but speaking of amazing gauntlets, that ground pound finds its way, and that is an early stock, really, onto Akno.
There is a glimmer of hope here for Pavvelski to take this tournament. Akno, I mean, it shouldn't, and he hasn't even let any of the signatures rip yet, but somehow he seems out of his element on Zariel, man.
All right, we will see. I'm looking for him to make us, look foolish. And that was a big combo there. Picks up the three-piece, not enough to KO yet.
He's in his element. It just took a stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes one stock to warm up.
Okay,
we got rid of that. He wants the bow now. Bow should be dropping any second. Pavvelski steals it from him. No, he tried, but he re-grabbed his own weapon. And it's a spike, just like you were saying.
It's every signature spikes on Zariel's bow kit.
That's pretty good.
It's disgusting. I don't even know, That's a lot.
There's got to be a lot of Zariel mains really excited right now. That they never see their legend represented in tournaments, and here he is with the #1 power ranked player in Europe using Zariel. And I tried to delay it to say he's winning, but not winning yet. But it's close. It's close.
What a read! Wow, that turnaround. But wait,
he's winning. He's winning. He's winning with Zariel.
Yeah, the very second he's winning. But yeah, as good
he charged it up, Pavvelski.
That's the second time. Oh no, ground pound for
he
bow.
can still live. Wait, I think he touched the wall. I think he has all his options. Nice.
That's the chase dodge, neutral sig. Now Zariel does have a decent amount of defense. I don't know if it's 6 or 7, but he's a hefty boy, so he can survive some of these hits. All right.
Oh yeah, that's a big punish from Pavvelski there. He was at the perfect health range to get that nice 3-piece combo. And now Pavvelski has Akno on the final stock here.
That was huge just from that weapon throw setup. He nets more damage, was looking for another, but at the very least, he's starving Akno of any weapons. All right, finally managing to grab that bow. And that should not be enough, no way, okay. Pavvelski using that side air to just create some space. Where's he gonna land? Whoa, and with the quick, that was actually slick.
His descent as much as he could.
Yeah, he was slow, fast, and at the end, and he got right back to the stage, snapped to the ground. Now he's duking it out for another weapon, but doing all right, unarmed.
Akno steals the weapon from him, and the
How's
fourth
he
unarmed neutral in a row, and Pavvelski's gonna.
Yeah. Give him one frame off stage, and he will pull off that down air. You give him one free frame, and he's got you with that. Okay, now on to their final stocks. The set is tied up. This will decide the momentum.
Yeah, this is huge. If Pavvelski wins this, that's huge. That means he's just one game. It almost worked again. I don't know how he keeps getting close to that, but.
Yeah, he keeps charging it, but it's like a good idea to charge it. He's
Yeah,
doing it
yeah,
for the
yeah.
timing.
Usually it's like silly when somebody charges a signature like that, but he's making it work. It's part of the timing. It's not just to charge it. Probably not even really interested in the extra.
Oh, that does it.
Another stock,
Wow.
another game. Pavvelski is up in the set 2-1, which means he is a single victory away from supreme championshipness. Yeah, he can win if he wins this. If he wins, he's gonna win.
Oh, okay, Acno. This? Oh wait, they can't. People at home can't see this. We'll look at the replays. You'll be in for a surprise when we go back.
You know what? After Heisen did it to him, he's ready to do it to Pavvelski. This is just the strat, I guess. Now in top level Europe play, this is how it goes.
Now,
When you're one game from losing, you got to mirror match your opponent. Now, at least Agno had the had the politeness. You know, he had the courtesy to not pick his legend and color. I mean, his skin and color combination and weapon skin loadout. I mean, but still, yeah. And this also isn't out of character for Agno either.
Yeah.
He has played so much Val in tournaments, and he's won so many games with Val in tournaments that it's not weird. He caught the dodge. Oh my goodness, Pavvelski's kind of on fire here. This must be so satisfying for Pavvelski.
Yeah.
He won that world championship, you know, and a lot of people might have considered an asterisk next to that because the meta had so wildly shifted compared to the rest of the year, and just, you know, and Pavvelski, he went hard on the new meta, and he took that game from Acno. He took that championship from Acno, and a lot of people must have thought, no, Pavvelski couldn't have done that. Couldn't have done that without the JM. But look at this. Look at Pavvelski cruising into victory. This could be his game. It's not over yet, though. I mean, how many times has Acno taken a tournament from the lower bracket?
Yeah, I mean, and this is definitely a case of anything you can do, I can do better. So this is like really put your money where your mouth is type of situation. They're on the same legend.
If Acno wins this with this legend, that might do a lot to Pavvelski. That might mess up the rest of his game.
That was a long first stock. They both took so much damage there. All right, Pavvelski equalized quickly. Oh, yes.
To answer your question, yes.
All right, he took, I mean, 2 weapon throws worth of damage, not much. On his second stock, pretty even here. Now guarding the weapon.
He tried. Wow, he tried to start back.
Did you see that fancy
yes, I did.
Dash forward to dodge, then dash back to punish?
He did not need iframes. He just dashed out, let the hitbox kill back, dashed back right after the hitboxes are gone, and get a punish.
Big combo too on the Acno. Okay, now with a slight damage lead on the second stock.
Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, my goodness.
Dude, now they're just like doing trick. This is like they're playing Skate or something, trying to like trick each other with a new trick.
Yeah.
What is going on now? Acno powered up. We've talked about it before. Best sword in EU. It's hard to claim otherwise, and now empowered with that neutral signature from Val.
Pavvelski totally wasted his weapon by throwing it at Acno, trying to break neutral.
The movement on this guy.
Oh, nice. I can't believe you got a 3-piece combo off of that.
And the
Lands the
reversal.
neutral sig. We're back. Both of these guys down to red health. Pavvelski again. Still not enough.
The important thing to note about the way Pavvelski uses that neutral sig is it's a reversal, and he's positioning it properly to send to the closest kill box. Like he's always doing it the right way.
He's being as efficient as he can with it.
Oh, and again.
Okay. This is tournament point for Pavvelski right now. If he can just defeat this one stock off of Acno, he will be the spring champion.
Oh, okay, now they're really twinning.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Pavvelski, nice punish. Oh, even more. Oh, Acno knocks him off the side. Pavvelski burns his dodge really early, gets a chase dodge. Are you serious? He's still in the game. Weapon throw, big punish again, tries to go for the neutral sig, but Acno's got the punish ready for him. And here we are in potentially the final battle we will see in this whole tournament. Pavvelski is so close to taking out Acno and claiming victory in the spring championship, but Acno's got so much to say about this. He's got so much to say about this.
This is a bump, dude.
Oh my goodness, he hasn't gotten hit yet. Okay, Pavvelski finally lands a hit on this stock, and there's a glimmer of hope once again that he can take this tournament. But Acno, oh my goodness, Acno's not going to let it happen so easily. Oh,
he caught his.
wow,
Oh,
that was close. Pavvelski gets rid of the gauntlets. Oh, he wants the sword. He wants the sword. Downlight recovery. Or that. Oh, maybe, but maybe it's about that neutral sig actually.
I don't know. Acno is so close to turning this around.
Acno's so aware of like what's gonna kill him here. He's not gonna make it easy to land this move.
Whoa.
Oh, Pavvelski, he's so close. Pavvelski's so close.
Oh no, he loses his gauntlets now. He has to re-up with the sword. Both of them armed up with swords. Oh, and that's it!
Oh, Acno steals it from him. We're going to game 5.
Woo.
Oh my goodness. Pavvelski was so close. That's got to be tough, man. Tournament victory was within his grasp. It was as close as it could possibly be. Oh my. Look at the lead that Pavvelski had going into that too. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that against Acno. And still Acno managed to bring it back. We're going to game 5. This is it. Now remember, if Acno wins this, we're resetting the bracket and playing another best of 5. But if Pavvelski wins this, it's over, and he'll be the spring champion.
I know, it's an interesting, change up here too. It's like the first time we've seen the sun in a while on Mammoth Fortress.
Yeah, my eyes need to adjust. It's so bright outside.
This reflects.
Oh, no way, no way, no way. You
could
gotta
happen?
get back to the stage. Oh my goodness, Pavvelski is so insane.
Yeah, but somehow, even after all that, Acno is still ahead in damage. Oh, Pavvelski making me wrong very quickly there, but the ground pound from Acno comes through, and another one.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
That's just good. What are you gonna do, man? That is good play. Pavvelski down to his second stock. He's got to equalize this stock quickly because Acno running away with a lead might just be something you can't catch up to. Oh man, and Acno, he's just keeping it going. Pavvelski finally gets a hit in. Not enough to send him off, and here comes Acno building up even more damage. Pavvelski grabs the sword. This is what he was waiting for. Not enough! Not enough to get the kill. Maybe on a different stage that would worked, but Mammoth Fortress, it was just a little too far away, and Acno's still alive.
Oh, how did he dodge
Pavvelski's
that?
so aggressively trying to get that stock. Acno's burning every recovery option he has left. And, oh, that's
quick touch.
Okay. I was heartbroken for a second there, but I'm right back on now. Oh no! Oh my goodness! How long is Acno gonna hold on to this stock?
Oh, how is he extending for so long? He's
Holy
dead.
cow! Oh my goodness! Pavvelski!
Kill him! Kill him with anything! Anything will kill him at this point almost.
Oh, Acno is just, this is too much.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was,
Okay.
okay, that was crazy.
He's really good at knowing exactly when to pull the ripcord in that ground pound, honestly. I don't think it's as easy as he's making it look.
Holy cow. And now what looks like a full stock lead here for Acno. I mean, one good hit and it will be. Pavvelski has an opportunity to equalize. Oh, but he lost it immediately, and look at this. He's down an entire stock.
Oh, man. So what's at stake here, right, is Pavvelski loses this stock, he loses this set, and then we're on to another set to decide the whole tournament.
And it's sure looking like a bracket reset at this point. Oh, but Pavvelski's changing the narrative. Don't blink.
Oh.
Don't blink. Oh my goodness. Pavvelski just can't catch up. Acno consistently stays a full stock ahead of him. He's only pushing his lead further and further. And as hard as Pavvelski may try, Acno, he's just got it locked in, man. Perfect punish for a whiff sidelight like that.
Oh, he even goes for a gravity cancel down. That's how you know he thinks he's won this already.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay,
It
Pavvelski off to the side.
is inherently a stylistic finish, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's not a taunt, but it basically got converted into one, as we know.
All right, well, game 5 goes away with Acno. Now we have a
That's it.
bracket reset, dude.
Bracket reset. Reset that score. It's 2-2 earlier. It was really close. We had fun, but it's 0-0 now, and we're going again.
Yeah, forget everything you've just seen, okay? It doesn't count.
I can't believe it. Pavvelski was one hit away for the longest time at stealing the deal. And now, all of a sudden, the match is evened up. It's 0-0. They are on even footing. This whole time, Pavvelski's had a major advantage. And now it's even.
And this all changed as soon as Acno picked the same character.
I know. It's worrisome how effective this strategy might be. Oh my goodness, Acno just keeps landing all these hits. Ooh, that was pretty slick. The ledge cancel, surprise, dash jump recovery. Okay, Pavvelski getting some words in edgewise here. Yes, big damage. Holy cow, big damage.
Yeah, once he got that dodge, he hold on, good punish there. Now damage is tied up between the two, both with the gauntlets.
Wow.
Somehow re-grabbed while getting pummeled.
Yep. Nice.
Dang.
Okay.
All right,
Acno taking the lead here.
Oh man, fancy play off the weapon throw.
That would have been so sick.
He avoids the neutral sig. That would have been the KO, but not quite yet. Oh wow, he's really going for these gravity cancel downlight punishes unarmed.
Yeah, he is getting creative now. Acno's starting to express himself more and more. It's not just about winning anymore. Now he's making it look good.
Oh my, unarmed even. He's like unstoppable.
Nice. Okay. Oh. Sword versus sword ditto. Well, I guess it's more than just a sword versus sword ditto.
Oh wow, Pavvelski somehow just barely made it over that.
Oh, and Acno got so much off of that. Oh, but Pavvelski now answering back the same way. Acno with a surprise ground pound bashes Pavvelski into the ground, sets him back up. So much damage.
Talk about surprises, dude.
What a finish.
That was crazy that he had the presence of mind to do the gravity cancel side sig just right there. Okay, this is, we see this all the time where like somebody will get a game or two early in a set off of Acno.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, is this the change? Is the dynasty now crumbling? Is this a shift?
I feel silly every time I bring it up now because of how often Acno just shuts that down.
It's like, okay, nice recovery save him there.
It couldn't have been timed any better, any different, and it would have been a ground pound to the face next game.
Oh, wow, he goes for the double uppercut. Almost works, but Pavvelski able to dodge his way through it, keeps his way into the stock. Oh, I like the weapon throw way off on the side of the stage. Goes out there to try to pressure him now. Hanging on the wall, Pavvelski armed with that sword. Oh, yes.
Now, if Acno wins this, do you think that's going to force Pavvelski to switch off of... Do you think Pavvelski will ever switch off of Val?
Maybe he should. I don't know. Maybe he shouldn't. I don't know. I really don't know. It seems like...
No, not whether or not he should. Do you think he will? Like, is he going to stick to his guns on Val here, or is he going to allow Acno to take his character from him?
He's got to do something different.
I know, right? I mean,
a change needs to happen.
I wouldn't blame him if he did switch off of it, but no, he is sticking to his guns, man. He immediately locked in again. And, and we're watching the replays, but these guys are banning stages quick. That gravity cancel side sig was great because he did it as a timing mix-up. He was falling to the ground, and then like before he even hit the ground, he just did the gravity cancel because that would happen sooner than hitting the ground.
Right, it's so true. You're often like anticipating your enemy hitting the ground, and then they're going to make a movement, but the gravity cancel can be used that way. And Acno, I mean, he's just so unpredictable. It's amazing to be this consistent and yet unpredictable.
Yeah, that's well said. Yeah. Okay, Pavvelski in more control than we have seen in a long time here. He is.
Pavvelski's making the predictions now, though.
Yeah, he's starting to feel it.
The pressure is on. Oh, Acno, nice movement over that side signature. That would have surely been, I think, a KO off the side at this health, but I don't know. Pavvelski's gonna have to find that stock another way. But Acno has got some gauntlets in hand, and he was doing some work off the side of the stage. Acno, I mean,
he has been looking for that signature for so long. That's the first time we've seen him land it since we started casting, I think.
Yeah, this map is like where that signature is the most potent, you know?
Yeah, and somehow Acno manages to avoid it time and time again. Finally, Pavvelski's landed it, and couldn't have come sooner, man. I mean, that was a neutral sig interrupting a side sig. Oh my goodness.
No. Okay.
Okay. That was good.
I mean to question him, but I was like,
wait, why?
I don't know if there's anything to gain from this, but you know what? Pavvelski made it back.
Yeah, he got it. He worked it. He got it working.
They know better than me. I don't know. Oh, nice
man.
dodge. The Hezzies.
Acno, man, and once he gets going here with the gauntlets, he just like
Oh,
time
wait.
slows down for him once he gets inside a gauntlets combo.
Literally, they are playing skate. They're trying to do the same trick on
They
the
are.
other
It's
person.
so yeah. Dude, can you kick flip nose slide down this rail? Okay.
Oh, what? How did that work?
His own kick flip nose slide there.
Oh! That's actually the kick flip nose slide.
That-
He kicked, he flipped him up, and then his nose got slid right down to the bottom.
Nose slide on the pavement.
Oh, what?
Whoa!
No way. Okay.
Oh man, he really went for it with that unarmed down air there. That dive kick could have been the difference.
You know, I've noticed Acno recovers fast. He usually doesn't hold on to his stuff. He'll like try to make it back to the stage quickly. I don't know if Pavvelski has switched to just going aggressive to try to counter that, but
Yeah. Yeah, which is
doing
quite
well
the
in the
opposite play from Pavvelski usually, where he's really good at stalling out all of his options
right.
in a way that is unusual. It makes it look like, does he even have any more options?
oh,
Oh,
Okay,
Pavvelski!
has to find a tricky way to get through here.
There
Oh,
it is! It's not enough yet. Acno still has all this jumps back. Okay, Pavvelski got a little aggressive there.
No! What? That didn't do it quite
Super
yet?
tall ceiling on this stage. Plus, you know, unarmed. Doesn't hit as hard as all the other weapons. Holy cow, Pavvelski is...
No!
Oh, no.
Okay, well.
Okay. I mean, come on.
You're still feeling pretty good if you're
Come
Pavvelski in
on,
this situation.
right? Yeah. It's like, look how damaged Acno is. It's got to be, like, a lot of things will kill here. Pavvelski's
Okay.
just waiting for it. One
Yeah.
wrong move from Acno, and I can get the kill. There it is.
Whew, man.
GG. Okay, set is evened up once again, 1-1.
You know what? I'm glad Pavvelski stuck with his guns, stuck with the character pick, because he was right to do so. This is what, obviously he's been practicing up for these different situations. He knows what's effective, what's been working for him, and he's sticking with it here. He believes in it, even if Acno picks the same exact legend.
Yeah, and I'm glad he's sticking with it. I appreciate the legend loyalty,
3, 2,
and obviously Pavvelski's got what it takes, you know?
Okay, again, another tied set between Acno and Pavvelski, but this is the final set of the day. This will decide it all.
Oh man, Pavvelski getting more and more down. Oh,
Okay. Oh,
I've seen him
mixed
land
up.
that so many times. I'm surprised. Acno got away from it this time. Oh, and he
my
got the
gosh.
dodge read into it. Oh, you saw. We were talking about that before.
Right.
How he let off the gas after the first side light because he knows that he
Oh.
didn't catch him with the second one.
What an amazing first stock in Game 3 for
Nearly
Pavvelski.
flawless,
Nearly
man.
flawless, and he's got a good start on the second stock of Acno as well. Okay. But Acno, literally, until you've taken all three of his stocks,
I know.
he's a threat,
You
dude.
cannot let up.
Yeah.
Treat it like your last stock red every time.
Yeah, always. Okay, but Pavvelski is over one stock ahead now with the damage.
Nice.
Ooh,
Nice.
wow, he's going
Punched
for
him
that
out of the
neutral
way. He really needed that too.
Okay, so good damage there. Can he? Whoa, goes for another one. Hard to read. I don't know. Thought Pavvelski was to slide over quickly. Now Acno knows that he doesn't have much of that wall to use with the threat of that side signature off the wall
Right.
behavior.
Yeah, and as much as he's been using it too.
Oh, with the regrab and the weapon
Oh,
throw.
nice
Freaky
dodge, but
timing.
he was just a little too far away for it to work. Oh, caught him with the backside. He's going for the edge guard. What is he?
Oh.
Oh.
He snapped his ankles, dude.
Yeah, that
Like,
was, dude.
you make him worry about what you're up to.
What
He
is
doesn't
he
know what he's doing.
And it's what happened was that he knew exactly how many recovery options Acno had, while we did not. We did not realize. Wait a second.
Oh, no.
Pavvelski's lucky. Okay, never mind.
All right, you can only be
He
so
didn't
lucky.
die to- yeah, he had to get lucky twice there, and he got lucky once. You know, you're rolling a dice. How many times can you roll 6 in a row, right? It's like you gotta eventually gonna roll a 1. One stock down. Pavvelski has got a major advantage here, more than we've usually ever seen him have against Acno.
Oh,
my
nice shutdown. I like that. On reaction, too.
Yeah, shut it down with the downlight. That's crazy.
Oh, he was expecting it.
Yeah, he sure
So ready.
was. Oh, Pavvelski did. What?
Oh, he has enough to make it to the side.
That's impressive. I thought he didn't have enough left for that. Oh, kind of walked into that one. Okay, no problem. He's got a big lead. He can afford that kind of mistake. Surely, right?
No way! What?
Oh! What a play! Akno just got dominated by Pavvelski in that last stock. What the heck? Can I order a slow-mo with extra slow, please? Can I get like...
They were playing skate at first, but then he started doing dude perfect trick shots. Bank off the bottom of the stage?
Dude, wait,
I can't believe that hit.
That was so wild. Okay, all right, slow it down. Look at that. He has nothing. He died for this. He knew he was not going to survive.
But that was a chase dodge throw. That's as fast and hard as he could throw that weapon.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah, reverse it. Off the wall.
Wait, did that bounce off the ceiling?
It did, dude. Look, whoop. It changes the angle.
No freaking way, dude.
All right. Everyone watching gets a geometry credit. You just get one.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Yeah,
you can take that to any accredited college. Just
show them this clip. We'll sign off on it.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to Miami Dome. New for this whole set. Both sets we haven't seen.
Oh, Akno he's switched now to demon form or whatever this is.
Yeah, this is letting you know he's serious.
He's serious.
Before he was joking around.
He wasn't even in the black color spot before. What'd you expect? Okay, Pavvelski is once again just one game away from supreme victory. This has been such a legendary matchup here, Pavvelski versus Akno. Oh man, Akno really on top of it this time.
Yeah, Akno, he always gets a boost after a loss. It's like some sort of like passive ability his character has. It's like double damage after loss because he doesn't seem to win he lose two in a row, but that's what Pavvelski needs to close out the set.
Well, luckily Pavvelski, he won with 2 games to spare, so he can afford.
That's true.
He can let Akno burn himself out of his ultimate ability, and maybe he'll get him on the next one.
All right, only one stock taken. We can't even call it go next yet.
I'm not calling it go next.
But Akno is almost a full stock ahead and putting the pressure on still.
The skin swap, dude. Must have been the skin swap. Man, the effort that these guys go through for one neutral light, like it takes so much.
Yeah, they are. Oh, I was about to say hard to hit, but that was such a good read from Pavvelski. Looking to close out the stock. He does it!
Man, Akno was being real squirrely there, knowing that a gravity cancel slide kick was coming. And as much as he tried to avoid that, Pavvelski locked it in and scored big.
Oh, and that. Whoa! I like that reaction from Pavvelski. He's going quick with his edge guard attempts.
Yeah, the reaction from talk about the reaction speed of Akno to avoid that, dude. That was like.
That's true. Yeah.
That was extremely fast and difficult to react to, and somehow Akno managed. Oh, Pavvelski without a dodge didn't even need it. He just fought his way back up onto the stage. Stocks and damage kind of evened up here. Still, Pavvelski's fighting at a small deficit, and Akno is sure to push it even farther here. Dodges the weapon throw. Akno with the gauntlet. Pavvelski punishes big.
Okay, whenever I see someone below Akno's like gauntlets, that ground pound is just
literally
so
saying "uh-oh" before anything happens.
Nice weapon throw connection. Leads into
that ties up the damage. This is crazy. This is crazy. These guys are in a mirror match at the top of the bracket. These are the 2 best players in Europe right now, and they're mirror matching. Even their play styles are beginning to mirror each other. Not enough. Weapon throw. He steals the weapon. More importantly, he stole that weapon. There's another one on the field. Gets rid of it, steals it. Not letting Akno have any weapons. Oh, but nothing he can do about that one. Off the stage here. And Pavvelski just recovers back and gets the hit on Akno. Akno breaking neutral with the weapon throw. Pavvelski! Surprise side sig.
Yeah. You know what? He got the ground version, which isn't actually that easy because he was a little bit below the edge. Yeah.
Right, he started from the air, and that's a little bit of tech we were talking about before, how he used like the first part of that side stick, which is a tiny jump, right? To land on the platform and get the side version. But you're right, it's pixels away from being the air version, which would have just got him punished.
Oh,
there.
he would have been dead for sure. But now we are evened up on the final stock.
Oh, tournament stock for Pavvelski once again. Could he just win it right now, or is Acno going to bring us to a game 5? This is literally what happened last set.
Right, exactly the same story. Different maps,
but Pavvelski can change. He can change the story this time.
Oh, wow,
okay.
no.
Ill-advised on that one, dude. That was okay.
Acno had an editor's note for that chapter. He was like, no you.
That's
and
not
then,
part of the story.
Yeah, threw him out.
Oh,
Okay.
he's got nothing. Wow, but Acno's respecting it. He's giving him the room to come back to the stage. They're going to finish this on stage. Acno's getting further and further away. And man, Pavvelski. Oh, no. Holy cow. Pavvelski's he's close to death, man. He's close to death. Acno might just take this. Oh, wow. That's the last chance. That's his last chance. He doesn't get another one of those. What?
Oh, wait.
No way! Anybody would have thought he'd go to the weapon after that, but what a madman!
Yeah, what a crazy follow-up. Inching himself closer, he could take this stock, but he's still fighting from behind.
But he's so close. He's so close now. Weapon. Oh, Acno steals the weapon from him.
Not enough yet.
He dodges the weapon throw. He gets onto the wall without getting edge guarded. Acno pushes him off the side. He's stealing all the weapons from Pavvelski. How is Pavvelski gonna do this? He's not.
Yeah, he can't.
Holy cow! What it came down to in the end there was stage control.
Right.
As soon as Acno got a hold of that stage and in control of the weapons, Pavvelski could not bring it back. And honestly, Acno did a lot of full screen weapon throws that Pavvelski might have been able to dodge. That maybe Acno, Acno has dodged so many of those with a nice spot dodge before. And right there, that's what actually led to his victory, was all those weapon throws. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't get much better than this. We're in Game 10 of the Grand Final of Spring Championship Europe. And there's literally no more second chances for either of these guys. It has to end right now. And what a great start for Pavvelski there. You got punch combo, kick, punch combo, all true. Oh, whoa. Oh, he's done!
No way.
What?
He makes it?
Oh!
How did he make it back
dodge
from that?
came back. Wait, oh
And he still goes back out there?
I know, like in
And
the
he
most
still goes
dangerous
back out
fashion.
there?
What is he? Oh
Worth
my
it.
goodness.
I mean, obviously he knows something we don't. He went back out there well beyond what I thought would have been reasonable.
The only way Pavvelski's going to win this is by taking some major risks, and he is ready to gamble it all on himself.
Yeah, what did we say earlier that was Pavvelski's motto was I wouldn't recommend doing that.
That may have been unnecessary.
That may have been unnecessary. But you know what?
Maybe
in
it's
situations
necessary
like
now.
this,
Maybe it's necessary now. Look at that. See, Acno, that's what I was talking about. Acno dodges those weapon throws. You can't just break neutral with a weapon throw with Acno. He's so ready for it every time. Oh, nice spot dodge. Wow. Is he going to get a kill off of this? Oh, Acno makes it around the edge guard. But Pavvelski is rocking a major lead right now and might actually take this tournament off of Acno. But it's still anybody's game. You know as well as I that it is not over with Acno. Pavvelski grabs the only weapon on the field, breaks. Oh, and Acno, unarmed, doesn't matter. Gravity cancel, slide kick into the recovery uppercut, taking the stock off of Pavvelski. Now Pavvelski coming back to the stage on a fresh stock, has Acno extremely damaged. That's not going to be enough, but he's so close to knocking Acno down to his final stock. And if he can do it while holding on to most of his health on this second stock of his, he is poised to win. Nice! What a play! Look at this, dude. Pavvelski is as close as he could ever be. It's game 10. There is no more resets, and he's got a full stock lead on Acno. And this is where Acno brings out Yes, right? This is it.
Yeah.
This is as exactly when he gets summoned.
Oh man, but is Pavvelski just unstoppable right now?
I mean, He's so far ahead. This is looking like a Pavvelski victory here, but I'm not ready to call it, man. No matter how close he gets, it is not over until Akno is dead, because Akno has brought it back from worse than this many, many times before. And no matter how much pressure is on him or how powerful his opponent is, he manages to find a way. So, and you know Pavvelski is well aware of this. Oh, Akno gets back up to the stage. Now he's got weapon control. But Pavvelski punches him out of the way, grabs a new weapon. Now Akno gets rid of his weapon for nothing. What a combo from Pavvelski. He might be able to end it right here. He's got the sword. Akno steals his own sword. Off the side, Pavvelski could end this. Recovery. Oh my goodness. Oh, one more hit. Can Akno make it? That's it, ladies and gentlemen. It is over. Pavvelski is the European Spring Champion.